Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast.
Peep this, your grave, you may be near it. Life's short, yeah, that part, so take it serious. Think twice, that afterlife should have you curious. Each week, that week's speech should have you furious. The same old same, all hail King such and such. You say hell, I say hell, get off is much to be desired. Khutbah should be fire, let's rouse the believers. Situations dire.
Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Bitna and Dhul on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast.
You claim Salafiyya, we follow the Salaf in understanding, but without the branding of law. Named us Muslim, with that we stay content. No division is titles, ego's a false idol. A mustard seed of kibba can land you in the fire. Plus that his beer is fueled by desires. Question, aren't y'all tired of divide and slaughter? May Allah grant us guidance. Shout out to the martyrs.
Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Bitna and Dhul on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast.
Peep this, your grave, you may be near it. Life's short, yeah, that part, so take it serious. Think twice, that afterlife should have you curious. Each week, that week's speech should have you furious. The same old same, all hail King such and such. You say hell, I say hell, get off is much to be desired. Khutbah should be fire, let's rouse the believers. Situations dire.
Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Bitna and Dhul on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast.
You claim Salafiyya, we follow the Salaf in understanding, but without the branding of law. Named us Muslim, with that we stay content. No division is titles, ego's a false idol. A mustard seed of kibba can land you in the fire. Plus that his beer is fueled by desires. Question, aren't y'all tired of divide and slaughter? May Allah grant us guidance. Shout out to the martyrs.
Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Bitna and Dhul on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast. We put Cooper and Shirk on blast. Hey. Oh Yum Yum the podcast. The podcast.
Peep this, your grave, you may be near it. Life's short, yeah, that part, so take it serious. Think twice, that afterlife should have you.
One more again.
Assalamu alaikum. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to Amo Yum Yum the podcast. Welcome to Amo Yum Yum the podcast, where we seek to cure the kufr infected by injecting the Islamic perspective. I am your host, very angry, Amo Yum Yum.
No hummus.
And with us,
No gibbs.
Ya Allah.
No gibbs.
Why would he do that, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We have with us Amo Jeremiah to my right.
Alaikum.
Then Amo moves things.
Oh,
Amo move something.
the menu?
Yeah.
Oh,
The menu. Now the chippers and then the hummus.
The gibbs is too
So
loud, man.
Amo Amir and the Amo you love to hate, Amo Yusuf.
Yeah.
He is a back.
Where was he?
Was a front. He wanted to learn how to speak British accent.
Okay.
So I
Is
say
that
just
random?
remove the T.
Is that the random?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Remove the T. British.
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 What?
Check out- yeah.
What?
I don't know if that's
We're
wrong.
gonna change some of the vowels too.
No, actually, I did show him a white British guy who teaches. He said, no, you're not supposed to say that. That's like a
Yes, the
Ebonics
slang. It's the
What,
Ebonics
British?
British.
Yeah, it's a slang.
No, there's a thing called Cockney. Cockney is like
We
really
can't say that on the
rough.
show.
Penis knee.
There you go.
Hey, I'm going to send it to brother Eddie, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. He gonna get you.
Yeah.
So
We'll send it to him, inshallah.
No, that's good, man. That's part of the dialogue. That's part of
He's
the
a good brother,
conversation.
mashallah. So.
anyway, so
Should
what is the random? Let's go.
No, before we go to random, you
Oh,
gotta be careful. You gotta be careful because you gotta
Disclaimer.
always
We have
put
to.
the
يعني,
what did it go?
Disclaimer, yeah.
It's not even there, is it? There?
It's not even there.
It's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's right here. My bad. Okay, hey, white man, please read.
I'm eating
So,
cake right now.
I'll read it.
No. I'll read.
you read?
Malayalam.
No.
No.
Can I read hood?
Yeah. Deal with the hood. Go on.
How excited.
The opinion of Amo Yum Yum the podcast, yo, is based, you know what I'm saying, on Islam. You feel me? Heard me?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
Our intentions are to be correct.
Yo.
However, we may not always be right. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yo.
Others may differ in concept.
This here.
This right here.
Yeah.
This here.
Small
These are
keys.
ours.
Okay, y'all are making me feel very
Big
uncomfortable.
Major keys. Big keys.
He's like filling his pockets.
I know, like, where's my wallet? Where's my wallet?
Where's my wallet?
Stop for the
These black people.
And the audience, excuse us for
Okay, here we go.
You gotta remove the disclaimer.
Walaikum salam, Tariq.
Oh, never mind. I'm in the
Okay.
past.
Tariq
Tariq in the house.
Waterdel. Okay.
Okay.
random.
Yeah, let's go. No, you don't have
Do we
to.
mention that
You don't
the
have
fact
to,
that we're eating cake? Or
Subhanallah.
we just
random. Some of you have witnessed this, and if you came late to the podcast, you didn't see it. A crime in some countries has been committed. I was eating hummus with these baked chips.
What happened? Where'd it go?
This dude moves
I'm
the
guilty.
hummus and the chips.
I'm guilty as charged.
Like, for what reason? This is the same random we went over.
This is different.
It's the same, but different.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The circumstance.
he
Do you have
moves,
like
he
a-
moves the menu
Now he moves the chips.
because the waitress recognized
Yes.
that I was the one that could,
Yes.
that I was the one that could
What it
open
is.
the sugar dispenser.
Can you please kindly
Explain why.
No,
bring
bring the chips
what
back.
you took out?
Yeah. Undo what you
He
did.
wants some
Okay.
reparations? What do you call it? Reparations?
Oh, he's doing it on purpose. Yeah. Now he moves my hummus and leaves you all's cake there.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, man.
Oh, he was.
I felt personal.
Okay, I
It was
see.
a personal.
I see.
yeah.
I see.
It was
I
personal.
see. I see.
Yeah.
Because we're all eating cake.
Yeah, y'all eating cake.
Right. Real
You
talk.
should-
Real talk. Real
You
talk.
should respect the elders, man.
It's like having your cake and hummus too.
You should respect the elders, man. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I gotta be elder.
Huh?
I'm crippled, but I'm not elder.
Yeah.
For all you sisters, I'm crippled, so leave me alone.
No.
I already have my eyes on the prize.
Well, because when you're elder, that means you're wiser.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I mean, it means you're closer to the grave.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
All right, so let's go on with the topic today.
What's poppin'?
What's popping is the hot topic when dawa goes wrong. Not dawa. Remember?
Yeah.
See, some people make dawa.
Dawa means medicine. You know?
Yeah,
What the?
dawa is medicine.
Or dua.
When I was in Morocco, my sinuses were running like a faucet.
Wow.
I thought because they don't have many trees, it's not a timber.
Right.
If it was, France would take it because Morocco is France's side chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Don't even
To this
dignify.
day.
Don't even dignify it as a wife. Just keep it on the side.
To this
No,
day.
no inheritance.
To this
Yeah.
day. That's
So
right.
I'm in Morocco and my allergies are running. So the word of the day was dawa. Medicine, right? Brother was given a live. He said, "Yeah, brothers out there making dawa." And I said, "They make medicine? Are they pharmacists?"
Yeah.
Saydalani.
Alhamdulillah, Yeah, I mean, I do it all the time with the Arabic, man. I'm Negro.
In Arabic, Nijro.
That's Swati.
Is it really?
No. It's,
Oh, awesome.
it's-
That's Swati. Anyway, so
back to the
when
topic.
dawa goes wrong,
Yeah.
JP, Jesse Peterson,
JLP.
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Jesse Lee Peterson 1,
Amazing.
Bro Eddie from Dean Show 0.
Oh, brother, yeah.
Good brother, mashallah. Does a lot of good work.
Yeah.
Has
He's been doing it for like a long time. I met him like in
years.
2006.
He has a lot of. It seemed like he jumped in the Dean and had the show like the Dean Show right after that. I'm seriously because he was really green when he first started, but now you can see
I-
the maturation in the progression.
Alhamdulillah. I did visit him in Isna in 2006. I met him, but I visited him, mashallah. He has a gym, a jiu-jitsu gym. He's a black belt. So when I visited him, mashallah, I went to his office and subhanallah, man, I mean, till this day, I see him because Nadir was in his show and he's do everything by himself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, for
Yeah.
a long time.
Does he
but-
sing it? The intro also?
What
Is,
is it?
is that him singing?
No. Oh, that's some violent Nasheed, yeah. But I do want to say that if he watches this,
For real.
alhamdulillah, that
It's
because
catchy, man.
he put me on a jiu-jitsu, what do you call roll, man. Alhamdulillah, but I guess wallah, I've been in love with it. But anyway, so like you were saying, he's been in this sort of project for a long
He's
time.
been doing it for a while now.
Yeah.
He introduced you to jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, of course, he's a black belt.
Mashallah. That's
He's a professor. We should call him
Here's
professor.
listen to the ground.
he was put him on the ground.
So Yusuf, you ready? So yeah.
Yeah.
Ground.
He said, "You tell me later."
That's
Nah,
how
I
carpet
do.
looks like up close. Anyway, so
Yeah.
brother's been in this for a while.
Yes.
Mashallah, man.
He has stripes and stars when it comes to talking about Islam, having guests on that
Lot of guests.
talk about Islam and giving nasiha and dawah, I guess, right? Okay. I've been trying to open up discussion with a lot of the leaders of the blogosphere.
YouTuber,
influencers.
content creator.
Yeah, I've been trying to open up dialogue with I'm not gonna name them right now, but I want to have dialogue with them about the deficiencies of non-ideological dawah. Because if your dawah is non-ideological, you'll fall into certain traps. You'll talk to atheists. And no matter how much you crush them about Allah existing, next question, they're gonna ask you a Salafi question next. Where is Allah? And I'm not talking about locating Allah. I'm saying, show me Allah.
Yeah.
Look at your ummah. Look at y'all.
Yeah.
Look at your ummah.
Yeah.
Now, who did that recently to Muhammad Hijab?
Jordan Peterson?
Jordan Peterson asked him, why don't you all self-correct?
Yeah.
We talked about that. We did a show about
That's a
that.
valid question.
Why don't you all self-correct? Okay, Islam is wonderful. Okay, God exists. Islam is wonderful,
Yeah.
right? Why you can't self-correct?
Actually,
Why does Islam don't help you? Why
Where are
don't
the
benefit
fruits?
you?
Where are the fruits?
Actually, when I was in college back in '99, I was, alhamdulillah, having this very interesting discussion with an atheist teacher. It was like, I think it was in Air Force.
Professor, respect.
Professor, yeah. Right. And subhanAllah, I mean, we talk, alhamdulillah, we were doing comparison between different systems. And I was telling like Islam is actually not just like a mere religion that's how you define in the West. Then wallah, he just paused. He told me, okay, this sounds great, Yusuf, but talking is not enough. You guys, when we said you, that means you Muslims should like implement it, bring it, whatever. So when we the common folks see it, then they'll realize it. Talking about it is not enough. I said, subhanAllah, this coming from somebody is not even a Muslim, saying that if this is what your system of belief is, then you should, work for it. Like establish it.
Why y'all don't want it? They ask us why we don't want it. Why you don't want it?
Yes.
That's a hard question, man, to ask. That's a hard question that we get when you're giving da'wah. You explain the system of Islam, and it's like, okay, well, where is it then? If it's so great, where is it? Why don't people want it?
Well,
it's like, how do you answer that?
That's a good point. But at the same time, the problem, like you were talking about, a lot of not just content creator, YouTubers, and blogger, but this has been going on for 20 years because a lot of this thing, remember, it used to happen in the conferences, it used to happen in a big place, same talk.
Yeah.
Same talk, interfaith, we're the same, we love each other.
Yeah.
This like defeated, beta, weak approach. Like you accuse me, oh, you all people are horrible. No, I'm not horrible. Look, I do soup kitchen. Look, I help this person.
It's
apologetics.
That's what they call it.
That's the word.
Apologetics. Yeah.
Very apologetic.
That's not Islam.
Nope.
You would not out charity the Catholics.
No, it's true.
The Catholics take America, blows up the infrastructure of a country.
Yes.
The people run away.
Yep.
The Catholic charities grab them, bring them to America.
Right.
Show them where the club is.
Right.
They raise up their abaya above their head, throw it away.
You want to see
Or
the
go
give
to
them
the
some
club
shorts.
with the hijab on.
Yeah.
It's like you want to see the
Because they have a bad hair day, you got to wear the hijab.
Dude,
So anyway, the Catholics are doing that. Where are Muslims doing that? Muslims shut their borders or leave the refugees on the outskirts in tents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that's what they do. Now, Turkey, because of Ukraine, because they look similar, they open up their borders. Oh, we're going to house this many Poland's, this many in Germany, this, everybody's letting them in for that particular reason. But where are the Muslims self-correcting? Where are the Muslims helping each other? It doesn't happen. The only time the Muslims interact from one country to another is when they're dropping bombs on Yemen, with the Israeli forces. You know what I'm saying?
Or when the Rohingya Muslimin from Burma, when they were getting slaughtered, Bangladesh, my country, is right there, right?
Yeah.
This stupid, what's her name? Their prime minister, the female woman prime minister, Sheikh Hasina. Yeah, you stupid. Stupid. So what did she say? We have enough population, we cannot take them in. They're neighbor, right? And so-called Muslim, right? And of course, the pressure of the politics, the United Nations, whatever. She ended up taking some.
Yeah.
But the point is, okay, let's not blame her. Let's say all the other so-called Muslim countries.
Okay.
None are taking it. But who's taking it? In the West.
Yeah.
The West are taking the refugees because for whatever the political reason is, they can actually use that to, culture these refugees to the new way of life. But unfortunately, so-called Muslim, especially the Muslim rich so-called countries, they don't even treat their own brother and sister like human beings. So sometimes, yes, we do point out how the Rasmaliya and the Ilmani and the Democratia system actually causing a lot of havoc in the world.
Yeah.
But let's also talk about how the Muslim land following the same suit. They're doing the same exact thing. So if you want to, not necessarily blame, but if you want to point out the critical situation and the fact of the reality, then it has to be everybody, including the Muslim as well.
Yeah.
So, walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all of those that gave the taslim. Jabril Hassan, mashallah, good brother. Marry your daughters to him. If you don't want to do that, then you marry him.
Yeah.
Okay? So anyway, he said, you guys can't be eating while doing the podcast. He says that.
I have a rebuttal to that.
Hold on. He says that, yet I'm doing it. And I do it very well.
Hey man, can you come right now?
Come to the
Watch,
podcast.
watch.
Come right now.
Watch. Waka chicka, wow, wow. Oh.
Brother, come to the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
What's this called? ASMR?
Yeah, so-
Get real
I
close
did
to the
that very
microphone.
well. It was seamless without a hitch.
I was gonna say, you really have to come to the podcast
Yeah.
in
talking
order
about that noise.
to have this feedback.
Yeah, because
to
we want
be
you to
here.
come and test the
The hummus.
pita chips.
Yeah,
Okay, check it out. Check it out.
He's hungry. I think that's
I
why.
have a question about Jabril.
Yeah.
Does he do Uber or Lived? Which one he does?
What?
Does he do Uber or Lived?
Oh, he does
Oh.
Uber. He does Uber. He does Uber.
It's over my head. I don't even.
Uber or Lyft?
Door Daesh.
The Daesh.
Astaghfirullah.
He does Door Daesh.
We're gonna get
Door
censored.
Daesh.
We're gonna flag right away.
Door Daesh.
Grupo Huba?
What?
Anyway, so getting back to it. Okay, you tell the Kafirs about this wonderful unseen God, right? That created everything, that ordered the heavens and the earth, micro and macro of creation, plant life, animal life, bug life. Okay, hope I don't get sued for that.
Oh,
Anyway,
the
so
cartoon, yeah.
he ordered all of that, directed the affair, and continues to control the matter. Not a leaf doth fall without Allah's what? Knowledge and permission, right?
Sahih.
So we know that.
Yeah.
So now the Kafir asks you, where is Allah? Because it's certainly not with you. If you describe Allah as that merciful, as that loving, then it seems like He loves us. We dominate you. You can't feed yourself unless we feed you. You can't clothe yourself unless we give you clothes. I'm saying the land of concert is on a stipend, on a allowance.
On payroll.
That all doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the kuffar.
Yeah.
And it's billions of dollars, but yet they get a stipend, a low percentage. Some people that manage basketball players get more than that. I'm saying, as far as percentage is concerned.
Yeah.
I'm saying. So the point I'm making is that we don't control our own destiny.
Yeah.
So we're bottom feeding again. Okay. So if you're not an ideological dawah carrier, when they ask you, where is this Allah? Okay, He exists. Where is He? Regarding you, they can't answer the question. So I'm trying to get on a platform bigger than this, of course, to try to discuss the deficiencies of non-ideological dawah. Why? Because the person I'm talking to and the people that are listening have to know that if you're not talking on an ideological level, you're going to run across a Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
You're going to run across a Jesse Peterson.
Yeah.
Right? Two Petersons. I think they're brothers. They look alike.
Whatever.
They look alike.
Really?
One look, okay, Jesse Peterson looked like Jordan Peterson in the house fire.
But have you
Anyway.
seen the one with Michaela
No.
and Ayan Harsi Ali and Muhammad Hijab?
yeah.
That was also really not that good, man. I mean, even Michaela was telling him, "Can you stop just attacking the person and focus on attacking the ideas?"
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring Muslim here, but you guys like.
She sounded like the Dai.
Yeah.
She sounded like the one
That-
giving the Dai.
Yeah. Even did you guys watch the Jesse and with the Dean Show's brother Eddie? Did you guys watch it?
I didn't watch the entire. So no. Sure.
Okay.
No. Just
But,
the first few minutes.
Yeah, I couldn't. I watched it and I couldn't, but I forced myself to watch
finish
it
it.
when we were riding a bike tonight.
I watched the entire thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
we watched it. We listened.
We listened to it. Yeah.
And I was going to go back and make notes and timestamps. I decided not to.
Well, I was telling you, sir, that we should have listened to it live and then pause it and then discuss
Yeah,
it.
Well,
Just test the system first.
Yeah, we got to test the system first. But actually, I would take the video, download it, and chop it up for timestamp. I wouldn't listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
I would chop it up just to make the
The
points.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So-
almost like
Exactly,
50
yeah.
minutes. It's almost like 50 minutes.
okay,
Yeah.
so here's the issue. Brother Eddie, having experience talking to people about Islam, having people on the show more qualified than myself to discuss Islam, right? That's not saying much. But so he's in that
Sphere.
that arena, that sphere. He's in that sphere. He goes on with a guy that's really, he's an idiot. Jesse Peterson's an idiot.
Amazing.
I was getting pretty upset with some of the questions that Jesse was saying and how he was responding. I was.
of course, this is
They
an
was
expect from him.
so easy though.
Yes. Yeah, but
It was so easy.
I agree.
And in
but-
Jesse Peterson's words, he says Brother Eddie was sounding like a black
Preacher.
minister,
he's a preacher.
a black preacher.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Why did he say
my
that?
My sister's funeral, right? This guy speaking never met my sister a day in his life. Never spoke to her, seen her, talked to my younger sister, who's 4 years older than me, talked to her, and she gave her a gist of how my sister was. Basically, she was the glue for the family. After my mom, she was the glue for the family.
Your older sister.
My older sister, yeah. So that was the situation. Okay. Now, I ain't gonna get into her taking shahada, stuff like that. The family, they dominated it. So, ain't nothing really you can do in that situation. You gotta write a living will. So anyway, the point is that the guy's talking about my sister. From what I hear, she was this way. And from what I hear, she was that way. Right? Like, you're not qualified to talk about my sister. You didn't know her. And this is the same
Yeah.
thing. Jesse Peterson don't know Islam.
Yeah.
He's not qualified to talk about it. I don't expect any intelligible thing to come from his lips.
No.
Yeah.
In regards to Islam,
Not at
yeah,
all.
definitely.
The intelligence was supposed to come from Eddie's side.
Right.
Sorry.
But if you look in the title, I'll say Jesse Peterson 1, Bro Eddie 0.
Yeah.
Now, how do we arrive at that conclusion?
Conclusion. Yeah.
I didn't say 10-0, 2-0, 3-0.
yeah.
I said 1-0.
Yeah.
Because as a da'i, you have to be ideological and understand that first conversation with Jesse may not be your last. Don't make it your last.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Plant a seed with the audience. I saw that Brother Eddie was trying to,
Mhm.
but at the same time, he was not answering the questions directly.
Yeah, I noticed that. You hear that?
He
right?
was not engaging with Jesse. He was talking, trying to talk to the audience.
Right.
And it came across as like, man, the dawah was soft. The dawah was nice and smooth. That's the dawah. The dawah is not, be a Muslim. Come to look at my show. I talked to this other guy.
A bit emotional.
Yeah, and and Jesse was like a ninja. He said, poof. He was over there.
Yeah.
He said, poof. He was over there. Smooth. He never got excited.
What do you say? Like, I'm black and slow?
Yeah, he said, Eddie, slow down. I'm black and slow. Talk to me like I'm black and slow.
He's
I
funny,
enjoy
man.
some. Yeah, I
He's
mean,
funny.
the entertainment is hilarious.
He's
but-
funny. He's funny.
Yeah.
But see, the joke was on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because-
unfortunate.
I'm expecting Brother Eddie not to crush him,
Yeah.
but to control the narrative.
Yeah. Have
I
control
learned
of the
long
narrative,
time ago in the
conversation.
dawah. Long time ago in the dawah. It don't matter what they talking about. We take it to Tawheed every time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Saddam Hussein. Okay, let's talk about Saddam Hussein. What do you want to know? Why did he do such and such? I said, well, see, Islam is a system, right?
Yeah.
It covers your thought and it covers the method that emanates from the thought, right? Saddam did not practice that aspect of Islam. He didn't have the Islamic thinking, nor did he have the Islamic actions. So you're going to see actions that are similar to what you guys do.
That's it.
That's smooth. Man.
Khalas.
That's smooth.
I know a Muslim sister that does such and such. Yeah, because, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that we will follow you guys. Step by step and inch by inch.
There you go.
If y'all went into the hole of a lizard, which is total hyperbole, because that hole is small. That's not a big lizard. If y'all
Yes.
go into a hole of a lizard, we will follow y'all. She's following y'all. It's just the prophecy of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Would you like to take your shahada now, sir? I just proved the Prophet's correct.
Yeah.
You just proved the Prophet's correct.
Yeah.
So
Subhanallah.
Jesse, I'm not boasting. Jesse wouldn't
No,
have
no, no,
mastery
definitely.
over me because I see him coming a mile away. But he stayed too calm, too collected, and he jujitsu'd our brother.
Yeah, and
That's it.
Then the other thing is that if you look at other content creators, even their own opposing few followers, you can see sometimes they have a sincere comment. Oh, you know what? I agree with, let's say, Daniel or Muhammad or this guy. You'll see that. You know what? You brought us something I never thought about it. I appreciate it. Thank you for the conversation. Blah blah blah. On this video, I didn't find a single positive from his followers, and unfortunately, the Muslim go in there and start doing the same ridiculous thing like stop posting Quran, man. They don't believe in the Quran, And this
Jesse, embrace Islam. Jesse, be a Muslim. Like, why would I be a Muslim when I'm winning? That's like saying, hey, be the Lakers. Tell the Milwaukee Bucks, be the Lakers. Tell Miami, be the Lakers. Tell Golden State, be the Lakers.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna be us. We're winning. Why would you demote yourself?
Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, we are presenting Islam from an apologetic point of view.
Yes.
We're presenting
Yeah.
Islam like we are the same. Why would I follow if you're the same? Oh, you're Christian, we're Muslim, we have similarity, we're the same. Let's work together. Like, why should we work together?
Yeah.
In what? Work together. Tell me, like, in what we should we? In business, yeah, I don't discuss it in business. I just work with business. What else you want to work together in what?
But you can't work together in Deen. When it comes to Deen, it's two
Yeah,
separate things.
Two
you know?
separate things. We have our own ways of doing things. They have their own ways of doing things.
Yeah.
So we are coming from a defeated mentality. We are coming from this apologetic mentality, and we are coming from Islam versus Christianity. What happens if you're going to debate atheists and agnostic and the Buddhists and the Hindus and the Satanists and all the
It's-
other? You're going to study their books then?
It's kind of like reactive da'wah instead of proactive da'wah.
Yeah.
You know, we're reacting to their questions. We're reacting to the topics that they bring to the table. And, you know, at times you have to take control of the narrative and take control of, like, this is what Islam is. And it stems from, like what you said, the Islamic thinking that transfers into the methods. It all
Yeah.
starts with the concepts, man.
You're right. You're right. But I'm talking about in the beginning what? Ideological da'wah. A lot of Muslims don't understand this word ideological. In fact, when I say that Islam is an ideology, they attack me too. Oh, that's a Western word, Western
They say
concept.
it has idea in it.
It's the idea in it. But okay,
Wait. So
Ideology has nothing to do with idea.
Look at the opposite though. It's just a religion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
that's another thing. So
Yeah.
let me tell you this for
Very extreme.
Arab speaking people out there. Mabda.
Mabda.
How do you translate that in English?
Intellect.
I
exactly.
can't find another word for except ideology. I can use the word principle, but principle is kind of small.
English is lacking.
That's the problem.
Give us a break. English is lacking.
Yeah, it's mabda, and mabda in Arabic, if you translate it, it means nizam al-haya. And nizam al-haya means what? System of life. And Islam is a system of life. So
Now check this out. Jordan almost was a
Jesse?
Jordan Peterson slaughtering.
Peter.
But Jesse Peterson, bro Eddie,
Yeah.
who closed out the discussion?
Jesse closed the
Jesse
discussion.
Who said that's all the time we have today?
That's it. Yep. that's
Who
all it
should
is.
have closed it out?
I just should close it.
I think Eddie was trying to
No, he wasn't.
because
He stayed in it.
continued to
He continued to talk after Jesse tried to close it out.
right.
So he
Yeah.
wasn't trying to close
I
it
think he was
out.
trying to make his point to to get to his point, but
Yeah, but the issue is like, look, I want to apologize to your audience. This is not the platform I thought it was. I would expect to come on here and have a intellectual discussion to explain my thoughts, not to promote myself, but to promote the Deen I believe in, the Deen I live. This is not that setting. So therefore, I would bid you adieu, sir, and I apologize to your audience. Salam, or whatever, and just leave.
I mean, like one
well, he has that opportunity though because he said he's going to go on to his show.
we just Allah alam, he
I don't think Jesse as a team. I don't think they let him go on that show.
I mean,
It doesn't help Jesse. It doesn't
he
help
committed to
Jesse.
it though.
Huh?
Allah
committed
alam.
to
The
it,
point,
but-
the point, Allah alam. But when Jesse asked him the first question, what's the purpose of life? And he stumbled.
Yeah.
It's a simple one.
I mean,
What would your response be?
purpose of life to worship
It's easy.
Allah. That's
It's
it.
easy.
Allah says
And to
Jim-
worship, Allah Ta'ala created us for no other purpose than to worship Him. And Eddie did quote the ayah.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did,
yeah.
yeah.
But that's where he should have stayed.
Yeah.
But
And
he
started.
didn't answer the question.
No.
He quoted the ayah later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The question would have been that ayah, and then say, but what is worship? But if you're not ideologically inclined, you won't define worship correctly.
They'll just say
Exactly, because
putting your head
You'll
on the
define
ground.
praying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fasting.
So if
Zakah.
exactly, because if I use the same ayah, وَمَا خَلَقْتَ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ لِيَعْبُدُونَ, it's worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which means part of the worship is to implement His rule in this planet. So
Legislation.
humanity will be saved from oppression and injustice. That's what Islam is. But unfortunately, we're never presented like that. We present Islam, just like any other religion, just better than this religion.
Yeah.
That's our problem and this is the issue because we never presented like ideological. If you remember in the past, I said, even the non-Muslim, let's in America, for example, there's so many kind of beliefs and whatnot, right? But American, directly and indirectly, are ideological, whether they realize it or not. Why do I say that? Because if you look at, for example, Jordan Peterson, right? Muhammad Hijab, I debate with him. If you look at the comments, They all say, "Oh, Islam can never be with this because you have to believe in freedom of this and pursuit of happiness, individual right." These are all secular ideologies.
Right.
So they believe in their system, whether directly or indirectly, because they were taught like that.
Right.
I heard that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So from my observation, non-Muslim are ideological, but we never present it like that. See, that becomes a problem right now, because even according to secular belief system, you're allowed to have a religion. So when the Muslim talk about religion all the time, guess what? You are actually indirectly implementing the secular ideology
And another
without
thing,
realizing.
Another thing, in Muslim countries, you have less freedom of religion than you do in Catholic countries.
Yeah.
Man.
Because if you're non-ideological, you can be religious, and even talk against the system, okay?
Yeah.
Have negative criticism about the system, right? Okay. In Muslim countries, you can't. So you have less, quote unquote, freedom of religion there, when Islam was the only deen that offered freedom of religion.
Yes.
Worship how you worship, divorce, marry how you do, even have your own neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Okay? We didn't pressure anybody to become Muslim. Like Brother Abu Ahmed said, he almost cursed. He said, Islam don't give a damn about what religion you are. Islam is not concerned.
Yeah.
Muslims think that Islam is concerned about Kafirs, man.
Because
Fire needs fuel.
yeah, I mean, Allah is the one who guides. So I mean, it's up to Allah to guide the people if they want to be Muslim or not. You know, when it comes down
But
to
the question we have to ask, like, why the Muslim are like that? We always have to look at the root or the cause of the problem, because you're going to be stuck in this band-aid mode, putting a band-aid. So why are the Muslim like this? Who taught them like this? Who's teaching them like this? All these
Their leaders,
all-
their leaders do not talk on an ideological level.
exactly.
They tell me, like we talked about last week, they tell me the Muslims are too dumb. That's what the Shayuk are saying.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that. They say, this is too much. It's Siddiq, this is too much. Yani, it's too much.
So if you look at the cause of the root of the problem, study the history. How did we end up here like this when we were ruling the world? From half
We were
of
kings and queens.
from the half of Africa to Asia, we did, right? Historically, up to like
Brother, study Master Musa. Yeah, brother.
right up to like 1924. What happened after that? After 1400 years, just cut off,
Yeah.
and nobody even questioning it. Like what happened? So all these brothers that go to like Al Azhar and Medina, like any Muslim lands, Pakistan, study Alhamdulillah, study the Deen, which is great. But guess what? That portion for you as a Muslim to work on bringing Islam back, they're not going to teach you that. Even if they teach you, they're going to criticize it. They're going to say it doesn't work nowadays, because even though we have a land of cancer and land of whatever in subcontinent, we have a bunch of Muslims everywhere, they're still ruling by Sharia. What Sharia? Just partial? In punishment?
Yeah.
Like
It's like
today-
5%.
But yeah, it is funny
Literally.
because in today's Daniel and the brothers had like this round table discussion, and one guy said that Uthmani is a messed up, blah blah blah, whatever. I said, look, Akhi, when I say they're all perfect, they're human beings.
Do we have
right?
a better situation now?
Good. I'm glad you pointed that out. So I said, even though you consider them, let's say, imperfect, but guess what? They didn't apply Ra'asmaliya, Almaniya, Demokratiya. They still applied Islam. They might not be perfect, but that's the only thing they had. Right? Then he comes back, oh, but they did this and that. You see, that's what happened when you don't understand the Siyasa al-Islamiyya.
Somebody fed him that.
Of course. The
And
saying,
he's regurgitating.
exactly, the heavenly people and all these leaders and all these so-called... Look, it is true that you have to study the deen. It is true that you have to ask Ahlul Dhikr, people of knowledge, but that doesn't mean I'm going to blindly listen to
Study the
everything
deen.
they say.
Stop studying dudes.
Yeah, that's kind of beta too.
That's
Yeah.
sus.
That's-
That's hella
yeah.
sus.
Study the
Studying
deen
dudes.
instead of D's.
Well, it becomes, you see, it becomes so extreme because on one hand, you have these idiots that study the deen by themselves with no guidance and they get
Yeah.
misguided. They become
But
like
you-
liberal.
You're judging. You're judging.
Yeah.
You're acting intellectual. You're acting,
Right.
You're acting human. Stop it.
So then you have the other one that 100% rely on a sheikh.
Yeah.
If the sheikh, I don't know, release gas, you're going to release gas like him. I don't understand.
No, the Sheikh's guy is better.
Shaking.
Trust me.
Shaking, right?
Every time a Sheikh leaves a rrestaurant, run in there.
Well, because he's passing that faswa, right? The so-called, the faswa from the top, the
You smell the iman.
Not to disrespect the
Smells
ulama.
like taqwa.
Yeah. We love the ulama, but they're still human beings. They can make a mistake. So that's I have an issue. When you say only you have, no, you don't have to. You do know how to read?
A lot of us don't, though. Because the Arabi, we've been disconnected
Right,
from
so
the Arabi.
Oh,
There
the
has to be
Arabi, okay,
balance.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
There has to be balance.
Okay, what we'll do,
That's
we'll link the video we're talking about, Jesse Lee Peterson, having Bro Eddie from the Dean Show on. We'll link it in the description, inshallah ta'ala. But before we get into some of the particulars of the video that you'll notice when you listen to it yourself or view it yourself, let's catch up with the comments, inshallah, so we don't be addressing things in retrospect and we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's like,
My cup is leaking.
Amir said Dubai bailed Ukraine out recently.
Yeah,
No.
Okay.
yeah. The Muslims are gonna, they're gonna be the first.
Yeah, attention.
Oh, sorry.
Over there playing sports.
Astaghfirullah. You know that.
No,
Come on,
get your
man.
hand off
Yeah,
that.
Jeremiah, you need to move closer to him, man. Okay, what did this say? Jibril said, I will come, inshallah. That's over my head, too. Yeah, you see? Let's see.
Walaikum salam to everybody that gave the taslim.
Jawad in the house.
Salam.
Okay, Umir. Okay, you're talking about Dean Show Eddie. I came on late. I get it now. Eddie's too kind and he's still learning how Dawah is properly presented.
Yeah, that's true. We all are actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll keep
We
constantly.
actually still
Yeah.
still study the dawah because we have to stay sharp and learn things that we may not know.
And then sometimes we make mistake, and it's okay.
Of
We
course,
can
yeah.
learn from the mistake. We also correct each other sometimes, that is needed. In fact, I even shared this video with Brother Eddie. Inshallah, he'll see it.
Inshallah, man.
Jawad in the house. Yeah, the word is fanboyism. Brother Farid responds, has a video about this. The Brother Farid is another brother who responds to atheists and stuff like that.
Okay,
He's another
mashallah.
good brother, yeah. So, okay. Jamie in the house.
Time is in the house.
Subhanallah, the leaders are giving into the evil for the last 98 years. The Muslim Middle East and Africa are being put in jail for speaking the truth of Islam. That is true.
Yeah, that part.
In quote unquote Muslim countries. That's why you can't say Islamic country. You have to say Muslim country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny.
Which Spain and India are also Muslim countries. So
It is. And I was watching Coach Kareem and Abu American talking about the Ukraine situation like that,
that's another one.
But the conversation came about, that's total dictatorship. Now I'm thinking in my head, not like the Muslim countries are dictators too, Who we have here? Let's see. Abdul Rahman, the ideology has a bad connotation in the West. People in Europe, for example, immediately think about Hitler or Stalin when it comes to ideology.
No, capitalism is ideology.
Yeah.
Democracy is an ideology.
Socialism.
Secularism is an
Socialism,
ideology.
communism, all those ideologies, meaning that there's a thought, and from that thought emanates a system of how to implement that thought.
Yeah.
When the Muslims were 13 years in Mecca, Islam would be considered philosophy almost, because there was no actual implementation. But as soon as the hijrah was made to
Medina.
the Medina, to Al-Yathrib, what happened? Allah sent down legislation thick and heavy. Now you can actually implement
See the practice.
the
of it.
concept that
Yeah.
you were teaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Because the Muslims have been persecuted for their thought, not for any action. What are we doing? We're doing anything, not even defending ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? So we got to the Medina. It's time to kick butt and take names, baby.
And it's, subhanAllah, it's very human practicality.
Yeah.
What I mean by that, if you study any human history, it is always like a small group, go, gather, establish, build, and grow. It's part of human, it's very so practical. Islam is so practical, not like fancy fairy tale and voodoo and feelings and, I'm talking, it's practical. What more practical it can get? Oh no, this would just happen because Allah wanted it to happen and that's it, nothing. But Muhammad Islam is sunnah. If you want to bring, establish the deen back, it's in his sunnah.
Like that guy, Muhammad Jim Belushi. What's his name?
What?
Belushi.
The one we listened to?
Balagh.
Omar,
What's his name?
the brother, the Omar who talked about the general.
Yeah,
stuff?
he said he knows what Allah is doing.
Astaghfirullah,
You see what Allah is trying to do is like
Astaghfirullah.
Allah trying to do.
That doesn't even sound right, bro.
And what does he say?
should
See
never
what
come
Allah
out
is
of
doing
anybody's
is
mouth.
like, dude.
It's all philosophy.
You can say what
and
Allah
assumption.
did if
Yeah.
you have documentation, but you can't say what Allah is doing currently.
Well, this is the problem with the so-called Dajjal people. Oh, the triangles are the Dajjal, the dollars are the Dajjal, Abu Ivanka is a Dajjal, my parents are the Dajjal. Oh, have you seen this? That's what's going to
Barack
happen.
Obama's a Negro Dajjal.
Right? It's like, what happened to subhanAllah? Man, it's like you are out of touch from reality. And when you talk about this so-called Dajjal all the time, guess what happens? You're not going to do anything, which basically makes you not do anything because these corrupt leaders and their corrupt ulama al-salatin, the scholar for dollars, teach you all this crap and you follow it. Then you wonder what's happening, what's going on, until it hits you one day.
Real quick before we get into the particulars, real quick, Imran Hussein, Jawad is talking about Imran Hussein with
Yeah.
inner time theory. Imran Hussein is taking the same path as Rashad Khalifa,
Wow.
the number 19 theory guy.
Yeah.
He started off,
The numerology.
I broke the code of Quran, number 19 theory. Then he said, wait a minute, last three ayah of Suratul Tawbah don't fit
he
into
saw
my
it?
theory. So that means you throw those 3 ayah out. So now he put the whole Quran under the light of doubt.
Then
He said, you know what? I am the Mahdi.
yeah, that's
Okay,
what
then he
Rashad-
said,
Rashad Khalifa said.
You know what? Let me raise the ante. I'm the messenger. Then he said, I am Allah. And the funny thing happened. Mysteriously, his head left his neck.
It was in Arizona, right?
Yeah, his head left his neck.
He claimed to be Allah?
See, this is what happens, bro. When you are delusional, the shaitan say, got him. Got him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I mean, I'm serious.
Facts, though. 'Cause
Imran Hussein is doing the same thing. He's starting off with these conspiracy theories. Now he's starting to doubt certain ayat of Quran.
hadith too, actually.
Yeah.
He kind of.
I heard not only hadith, I heard he was putting like almost like Yasakadi did when he said, I can't explain it because it's really
what
problematic.
did he say? What did
He
he
said some ayat of Quran are problematic.
That's what
No,
Yell
not
do.
Yasir Qadhi, I remember that.
Yeah,
But
he
what
said
did
that.
That's what Yell do to you.
Well, I mean,
When you yell, keep yelling.
what I'm
yeah.
saying is that Imran Hussein is falling into that same trap
Yeah.
of conspiracy theory going crazy. Because actually, the conspiracy theorists are usually the most intelligent
Yeah.
because they don't follow the mainstream, the status quo.
They
They're
think-
saying, what's behind that? Follow the money. Conspiracy theorists say, follow the money. Okay? IRS follow the money. The 3-letter organizations follow the money. But if you say follow the money, conspiracy,
Yeah.
you know, who benefits from 9/11? Who benefits from this? Do the Muslims benefit from it? So you got to look to one that benefits. And America has benefited the most out of this whole thing. So who had the most incentive to allow it to happen, to orchestrate it?
And who's done it in the past as well.
Too many times.
Yeah, and when you talk about, like you were saying, it happened throughout the history. Somebody came and said they're the Mahdi. But let's just for a second, this concept of end of time, there's a proof, they will come, there's going to be this, and that. When a common person, when they hear this sort of stuff, he's not going to act. He's not going to change society.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do what Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Sahaba did. He's just gonna be, you know what? Time will come. Why should I work hard for it?
Have you ever heard of Ancient Aliens?
Oh,
TV show?
bruh.
No, is it good?
No. It's a bunch of BS. Okay?
Oh, okay. I love BS sometimes.
Okay.
It makes me very BSy.
The type of people who follow that and,
Yeah.
and believe in that and it's like a fairy tale type of thing, you know, conspiracy theories and
Like they say, aliens built the pyramids.
yeah, and all this other stuff.
You know,
It's the same type of thing.
I like this stuff.
You know, the aliens built the pyramids in Egypt,
Yeah.
but they got pyramids in Mexico, and
They
nobody
said
doubts
they
who
built.
built
Yeah,
those.
but
Yeah.
those are
They
different.
said they built them too.
Those are different. No.
Mexicans built those.
No, I know, but they even started to say.
Hey, those are different. Hey, those alien was Juan and Juanito alien, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, like NASA.
It's a, hey, do we really need pyramids? Say, necesito. But anyways,
It's good for like entertainment, like, you know, story, fairy tale. You know? It's enjoyment.
Yeah,
that's
that's
it,
what I'm
but
saying,
not real.
But people take it to heart.
And all of their explanations are like, it seems to be
It's
that they might have done this.
Might.
yeah.
maybe and
Jews
like it's
don't,
just all
Jews
these
don't
like,
do manual labor, so therefore.
Yeah, so this is the problem. When you take the
Yeah.
deen
No.
to that unrealistic, because look, the mind cannot comprehend certain things in life
Yeah.
through our five senses. So why indulge in figure out?
You talk about the ghaib?
Yeah, the umur al-ghayb. You know, wallah, shuf. When people tell me about, can you, like all these books about aqidah, aqidah this, they make it so academic and complicated, right? Okay, I'm going to give you something I learned in my first grade in Mecca. You know, the most popular hadith when Jibreel alayhi salam, when he came to Muhammad sallam, and the Sahaba teaching them about what? Arkan al-Islam, the Iman. When the question came about the Sa'ah, what did he say? Who knows?
The one asking knows no better than
except
the
the
one
one
being
who,
asked, yeah.
you know, and left it like that.
Yeah.
That means I need to spend too much time on it.
Yeah.
But brother, we must know. Yeah. Okay. If you're gonna talk about the Dajjal and the one eye, left eye, whatever, here and there, okay,
Somebody right eye.
right. How does that benefit me? You know what? You know how I'm gonna look at it? Okay, if all this is gonna happen, I'm gonna do my best in this dunya before I meet this crazy stuff. I'm gonna make sure that Islam is in place. I'm not just gonna wait.
You know what I say?
hide under a rock.
They say, brother, well, the Prophet Muhammad said it would happen. It will come to pass.
Yeah.
I say, he also said we would stop praying.
Yeah.
He prophesied the leadership disappearing,
Yeah.
the knot of leadership being unraveled, untied, unbuttoned. He prophesied we would stop leading Salah. I said, why are you still praying? You messing up the prophecy. You know? But yet you're going to pray when that thing go off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, just because something is prophesied don't mean you fall into it. Everybody's not going to do it. Okay? Everybody that heard about the Dajjal, the ones that heard it originally, are not around anymore. Okay? Our generation, if you look at all the signs of prophecy, don't like the because you find the grapes and the eyeball is like a grape. You think, you know, so you like that one, but there are other prophecies that must come to pass, like the reestablishment of the Khilafah. Must come to pass. Ala min hajj nabuwa. On the level means it will be implemented just on the level of, it means the strength and its implementation will be straight up. 100.
They missed that part.
Oh, they don't like that part.
You know,
They like the idol.
just like the Kufr Bawad, they leave that part.
Yeah.
And now recently in the Land of Concert, I saw an actual document, the difference of from 2020 to 2021. For example, there was a hadith you talked about in the khutbah about the Yahudi young boy who was sick and the Prophet visited him and invited him to Islam, and the father told the son, you know, listen to, and he did that, right? So guess what happened in these manahij, the books, the Saudi school right now. Oh damn, I mentioned their name. So they took the part, like the hadith that says the young, you know, Jewish got sick, and Muhammad visited him. Full stop.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it. Because you have to be nice to them.
You can't give da'wah to them.
That's it.
Just let them.
So the leaders of the Land of Concert
Yeah.
visit Israel. Israel visits Turkey. And they say because Muhammad visited the boy when he was sick.
And guess what? You know that ayah about the one that the rabbis and priests
Yeah.
beside Allah.
Better
So the ayah before that, up to that, remove it.
Yep.
Right? I'm like, subhanallah. You see
The
what?
arrogance behind it,
Behind
as
it-
if we're not gonna like look it up.
You know, in the Western, you know, with the media control the shape the opinion of the public, because the elite, the one who rule the world or this country specifically, they believe in the.
Well, Beyonce say girls rule the world.
Yeah, she's an idiot. So
Who
they
runs the world? Hammer toes.
yeah. So they know that people are brainwashed. They know that they cannot think for themselves because they put people in a situation to keep them busy with life and whatnot, entertained, right? So they you know Brzezinski, Brzezinski, this politician, big dude. What did he say? Let me just read this real quick.
It's a big new Brzezinski.
Yeah.
It's an Orientalist, right?
Well, wasn't he part of the he
Yeah,
was
he's
part-
like, yeah.
Isn't that another form of saying Chinese?
It's a big new Brzezinski.
Or
No,
But he was
no,
in the
or
US,
it's
No, it's the people that study Islam in order to suppress it.
pardon me, guys.
They understand it better than our people,
Oriental-
you know.
Oriental is like from the Orient, but the Oriental.
no. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But the I can't even talk now.
Orientalists,
Thank you.
in Arabic called mustashriqeen.
Yeah.
These are the scientists in the past.
Yeah.
that studied Islam to attack it.
But they look at it from the outside and they look at it as a negative thing, and then they write about it. They talk about it to the Western
like-
world.
And they have
But
to
they
know,
claim
they have
to be
to know it
Muslim.
better.
No, they don't. They don't claim to be
Yeah.
Muslim.
No, not at all.
That Bernard Lewis, very popular author, you know, George Bernard Lewis.
John Esposito, he wrote the curriculum for the military chaplains, the
Okay.
Muslim military chaplains, which is an oxymoron, right?
Yeah.
He wrote their curriculum. Study this, teach this. You get the check. Or their curriculum.
Yeah. So George Bernard Lewis, very well known Orientalist. There are many in the past, like from the time of the Khulafa all the way to modern time.
Yeah.
And they know Sharia, they know Arabic more than the Arabs, they know everything.
Oh yeah.
But their intention was to twist and attack Islam. So Brzezinski is very well known in the I think he's talking with the U.S. government, right? I don't know. So Brzezinski, back in 1972, he said, shortly the public will be unable to reason or think for themselves. They will only be able to parrot the information they've been given on the previous night's news.
Yep.
So you keep the people busy, not thinking, right? And unfortunately, these elite, they believe people are dumb.
What the Muslims say, pray for Ukraine.
Yeah, which is.
I say that all our problems get solved yet?
Hey, did you see Coach Kareem pulled all the Ukraine army's logos, all like Nazi and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's like Nazi symbols, man.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, what
I
the
saw
heck?
that. I didn't see it on his video. I didn't watch that video, but I saw those.
So
flags.
let's get into
Wild.
some of the particulars of the discussion between Bro Eddie
Yes.
and Jesse L. Peterson. Okay. Beta. Some of the particulars, what he's known for that. Beta. Anyway,
Amazing.
Beta. Like he's about to die. Say some of the
That's his
particulars
last
are
word.
that he asked, he said, he asked Brother Eddie, are you aware, I'm paraphrasing, are you aware of the attack on the white man in
Yeah.
America? Did he say in America?
Yeah,
No, he just said he's
Period.
attacking the white man.
Are you aware
I
of
was in
the
America.
attack on
Did
the
he?
white man? Like, and this is something that the KKK said, or the alt-right say. And
These
the,
setup questions.
Yeah.
He said, are you aware of that? Because he's looking at Bro Eddie. He's seeing a white dude. And Jesse Peterson said that inside he's white. I'm black on the
Yeah.
outside. I'm white inside.
Yeah.
He's made that statement before.
Yeah.
And-
He
and
invented white
he
history.
might feel like that.
The Great White Hope.
Yeah. Look, if you serve Master some tea, he might say, Master, let me sip it first. I just make sure you don't die. He go, just kidding, Master. Don't flog me. Anyway, so the point is, like, you know, he's a foot shuffling, tap dancing, tiptoe through the tulips, integration happy house Negro. That's what he is, okay? But he brings Brother Eddie on, and he had 1 point. Eddie had 0. But anyway, nevertheless, so the question is, are you aware of the attack on the white man? Then he says, you were white. Why didn't you become Christian? Christianity is the best religion.
He asked that in the beginning,
Yeah.
and I got pretty upset about that
Yeah,
question.
You got your nibbles, Buffy?
Yeah, my nipples are real buffy.
What was his response to that?
He talked about something ancillary, really.
That's it.
He didn't
He didn't respond.
address it.
Yeah.
He talked about. I think bro Eddie he was doing roundhouses. Instead of doing thrust kicks and front kicks, he's doing roundhouses. So he's actually he's jumping with the roundhouse. You know what I'm saying? And before he can turn around, Eddie counterpunch.
You mean
Jesse counterpunch. And this is what was happening because he asked him that why would you just become Christian? You're looking for religion, looking for guidance. Why don't you become Christian? Christian is the best thing that's in the world. And Eddie did not address it. 'Cause, you know, Eddie's trying to be affable. He's trying to be agreeable.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying not to be too disagreeable, basically. And it's that interfaith.
He's not trying to shake the boat.
He was in an interfaith mode. That ain't Jesse, boy.
Yeah.
Jesse
He's a
is a
pastor,
master.
dude.
By the way, he's a pastor too.
Jesse's a master. You know what happened to Jesse? When Eddie left, Jesse did like this. He rested.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, he's a master.
No, he's been doing this for
He's
years.
asking
man.
these questions,
Yeah.
and Eddie later on, he started off in an interfaith dialogue. I mean, interfaith, please explain your kufr. Please explain your road to the hellfire. And I'm going to tell you my personal way, because Islam is not the truth when it comes to interfaith. It's my personal experience. See, what we Muslims believe, as you people believe differently, it's just getting to know each other. I go for the food, basically. The food and the white women.
Yeah.
I don't go for anything else. But nevertheless, check this out.
So how would you
So-
answer that? Like when
Yeah.
Well, there
So,
was okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Eddie started off in a dawah interfaith mode.
Yeah.
yeah.
Toward the end, Eddie started calling him a liar. Eddie broke out of that. You can see he got emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffy Nibbles, and he started like you're lying, you're lying, you're a liar.
He felt like pushed into the corner, though. You could tell.
Yeah.
Backed into the corner.
So
After that claim, we need to say
Proper
he
answer.
calls him a liar. After that claim, okay, then bring the truth in. You're a liar
but-
because this is the
Yeah,
truth.
but even
With
even like for example, let's do this. When he asks what's the purpose of life, how would the Muslim respond?
to worship
worship Allah.
Allah, then you define worship.
Yeah, there you go. Then what was
No.
the other question?
The infidel.
Yeah, the infidel. That's
Infidel.
go ahead with that.
Jesse
One.
Peterson says, he said, didn't Muhammad write about the infidel?
I lost it when I heard that one too. I was like,
And Eddie said, there's an interesting story. Back in 1970, no,
Answer the question.
I'm not quoting him. I'm just giving you.
Answer the question.
I'm giving you the.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the rhythm of what was
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
Never answered directly.
Yeah.
Here's a direct answer. Muhammad, peace be upon him, could not read or write.
Nope.
So he didn't write anything.
right. That's right.
That's number one.
But well, did he write about the infidel? Because when Eddie finally said no, first Eddie said yes. He finally got cornered. He said yes. Then he came back and said no. But if you watch the video,
Yeah.
he did say, because Jesse kept asking. He said yes. Then he started explaining. Muhammad SAW did not write about the infidel.
No.
Because infidel, that's a Christian term.
No, but
to
Muhammad
say.
SAW did not
But
write.
That, he
if-
didn't say that,
right,
though. He
period.
didn't say that.
I would have told him that no, he did not write about the infidel because he could not read or write. And that's one of the miracles of Islam. That proves he's a messenger of Allah Ta'ala. Okay? Over 6,000 verses, over 114 chapters, over 6,000 verses, free of mistake or error. Okay?
Yeah.
Again, now the infidel is your people's terminology, not ours. The Quran is revealed in Arabic.
Yeah.
Is infidel an Arabic word, sir?
Nope. There you go.
But he did go slightly towards that direction when it comes down to the word infidel.
No, but he would ask
No,
Jesse.
but he did
Just
not
that
say
part.
infidel was an Arabic word.
Yeah.
He said infidel was used
By
by
the
the Crusaders.
Crusaders,
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
No, say it's not our language. We don't use that language. We don't use infidel. We don't use empire.
Mm.
We don't use the language like
Muslim use empire. That's another
that.
problem.
Yeah.
that's
We
what
don't.
we
No,
do.
we don't
Yeah,
use
that's-
empire because we are striving to be ideological Muslims.
Yeah.
That means that we believe Islam is not just a religion, it's a way of life.
Yeah.
It covers economics, politics, social system,
Education.
judicial, and educational. Islam covers every aspect of life. Islam is not wanting. It does not need interpolation or adulteration. Islam does not need any of that. You cannot change Islam. Okay? What the brother quoted Quran. Not stuff. He's not a brother. Kafir. Who show was he on? He misquoted Quran. He tried to. What was the ayat he was trying to quote?
Said he was
Who?
an ex-Muslim.
He said he was an ex-Muslim.
He tried to quote.
Oh no, that was the guy, the white guy, he like Irish or something. He brought that guy
Oh,
on.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Which show? Which one was it? What are you talking about?
It's
Uthman,
like they call it an arena. It's
yeah,
an arena,
something
like
that,
coming
yeah.
to the arena.
Sheikh Uthman?
Sheikh Uthman is on the show with him.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So this guy quoted Quran, and he messed it up.
Yeah.
And the people in the chat start going off. He said, that proves Islam is true. The brother told him, that proves Islam is true. You made one mistake, one word. And the chat went off because we know our Quran. You can't change it.
Yeah.
That's the reality that Eddie should have got across to him. So he asked that question about the infidel thing. Then what was the other question he asked?
So the infidel is one. Then the. Do you hate Jews? Do you love all people? Like he always does that. He does it with everybody. He does it with, he does it with everyone. He does it with the
Set up
LGBT
the
people.
question.
He does it with everybody.
Okay, before I get to the what they call that, the Shangri-La. Before I get to the Shangri-La, he asked him, "Do you love all people?" and all this type of stuff. And Eddie answered. He was already angry at this point, but or he was perturbed or disturbed at this
Bothered,
point,
yeah.
emotional at this point. But he answered like in the affirmative. He answered in a interfaith way. Love everyone. Well, what I would have said, Allah don't love everybody. لا يحب الله الكافرين لا يحب الله المجرمين لا يحب الله المشركين. You know, Allah doesn't love these people. You know what I'm saying? Allah doesn't love them. So why would I love something Allah doesn't love?
Well, again, is that apologetic? Time to convince. Hey, we're no different. No. You know, there's no need. Look, we don't have to convince. We have to speak the truth,
Yeah.
and the intellect has to decide to pick.
Yep.
Because if you're not true to ourselves, I'm like, I don't know. Again,
Let me dispel a myth. People say the dawah has to be nice. I said the dawah was smooth. I didn't say always nice. The dawah was smooth. You tell somebody Jesus alayhi salam is not Allah and they believe that. Some of the dating profiles, right? It says Jesus always come first. Pause.
Yeah. That's what, like.
you know what he's gonna go with.
Yeah, I knew where he's going with
Jesus, she
this,
said
yeah.
Jesus is first in my life. Then what other man can fit? We can't compare. You know? I can't even compare to the white one because I don't have a six-pack. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I put on a diaper, y'all be like, ew. But he like, ew.
Hey, come on, man. Come on, man.
Like hitting the
Come
thriller
on,
dance.
man.
They crown of thorns.
You don't want to make fun of their whatever, man.
Yeah, you need to stop that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so
look what he's doing. Don't make fun of them.
When I start eating the pea chips, start acting different.
Give me the damn chips, man.
what's in these chips? What's in these chips? Hummus. Anyway, so here's the Shangri-La. Okay,
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Shangri-La is like the mythical land for like the Buddhists, basically.
Oh,
okay.
It's
Tibetan.
like
Tibetan.
Valhalla.
But wait,
for-
it's what they want to achieve.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be here on Earth, so it's
so it's like near
It's like
It's like near
Philly,
Virginia.
right? Philly or Philly?
Right.
no, that's close to Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Which is it's close to
So
Virginia.
the answer would be
Oh,
like.
Lucas though.
So the answer to the question, I mean, the level of people, what? Then the answer would be what? You said like again, just
No, he said whom Allah does not love, we don't love.
Yeah, we don't love. Yeah, we don't love. So this love everybody. This is an interfaith thing. It's not ideological.
Well, that was a setup, though. He was trying to set him up to basically.
Of course.
look. We also believe that Islam is only haqq.
Yeah, of
It's only
course.
truth, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm going to be rude or bad to non-Muslim.
Yeah.
I need to, like you said, we need to connect with them. We need to invite them. We need to just be human beings.
So-
Muslim.
so-
For the sake of dawah.
So a man approaches Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The man got the worst news you can ever get in this dunya.
He's going to the.
Some Sahaba got notified while alive that they were going to heaven. This man got the worst news you can get in this dunya. Muhammad sallam notified him he was going to hell. And this is how it went. The man approached Muhammad sallam with actual human bones, decayed human bones, and he crushed it and said, "Your God will bring this back to life after it is rotten bones, dust bones." He said, "Yes, he's going to throw you in hell." If Muhammad sallam says you're going to hell, then cancel Christmas. There's no Christmas. I wouldn't even celebrate Christmas. I'd be like this. You want a gift? Nope, I'm going to hell. I'd be like that. Because like, Muhammad told him yes, and Allah going to throw you in hell. Oh, brother, if I said that to a person, oh, hey, brother right there, man, see, he ain't qualified for dawah. You don't tell nobody they going to hell. Of course, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Of course.
I'll say if you die upon that,
Yes. Because Allah said that.
I give you good news of hellfire.
Yeah.
Absolute bin nar. You know what I'm saying? Good news of hellfire. So that's what I would say to a person, but I wouldn't say you're going to hell. If you die upon that, Allah has wrote that your type go to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Now you
Specifically.
specifically, but you anyway, you're going to hell.
There you
right?
go.
People like you of your ilk are going to hell, right? So this is the issue. Muhammad said this to a man. Now, if I said it, I'll be wrong because everybody think Muhammad was always nice, always soft. There is evidence in the Sirah. Muhammad SAW grabbed a man by his neck and he left the ground.
What?
Muhammad SAW was very strong.
Well, I knew that.
He grabbed a man by his neck
MashaAllah.
and the man's feet were not touching the ground anymore.
SubhanAllah.
Muhammad SAW was not a weak individual.
Not
No,
against
Yeah,
that.
they put camel feces or camel fetus on his back
No,
when he was in Sajda.
he was commanded to not to fight back.
Yeah, at that time
Yeah.
in the Kaaba, in
Right.
the early stages of the Dawah, don't start. Cause they would have slaughtered all the Muslims.
Yeah.
Allah would have to do the intercession, and of course Islam would have continued. But Muhammad SAW followed it to the T. We got exactly what we wanted: a state where you had to make a treaty with us.
There are times to be a pacifist. There are times to be an aggressor. But it seems like we only highlight the times that are
Yeah.
like we're
Extreme.
being
Beta times.
pacifist.
Yeah, extreme of one thing,
Kind of
extreme
goes
of
with
that
the
thing.
apologetic narrative.
And some of the comment on amazing Jesse's YouTube video,
Yeah.
one of these ignorant, they're posting all the ayat about whenever you see a disbeliever, kill them. Don't understand the tafsir
That's
behind it, don't
messed
understand
up.
anything
Oh,
behind it,
yeah, come
pick
on.
and choose and just posting it out there, you know.
So the last thing I'll mention.
What would be the answer for the white people thing? Like, have you seen how white men getting attacked? What would be the answer to
See,
that?
that's what happens. Like that. You just,
Yeah, see that I
the
would
narrative,
yeah.
man. It's like you can't.
I mean,
What would be the answer?
I would say that, when you say you've seen the attack on white people, I say yeah. I noticed that attack.
Mhm.
I say, but it's in very low percentage
Mhm.
statistically
Yeah.
than non-white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is true.
So yes, there's attack on white people because we live in your society. There's attack on darker people because we live in your society. But if we live in an Islamic society,
Yeah,
color wouldn't be an issue.
exactly.
Well, it's
that's
not.
a good
It's
point.
not supposed to be an issue.
No,
But we still. I mean,
it wouldn't be in an Islamic society.
That's true. Yeah. Because,
Now, we'll have Abu Dhar radiallahu anhu was considered more Arab than the Arab.
right.
He was very nationalistic,
Right.
Yeah.
but he didn't want to be. He had a flaw. He had a sickness. He had a weakness. He didn't want to be. And I'm gonna prove to you that Abu Dhar did not want to be the way he was. When Muhammad SAW corrected him about insulting Bilal ibn Rabah radiallahu anhu, what did Abu Dhar do? He walked to his feet, put his face on the ground, and said,
ask
"I will
him-
not get off this ground until you step on my face."
SubhanAllah.
Abu Dhar had a flaw. Some of our flaws, we are very emotional. We're very hot-headed. Some of our flaws it could be anything. Double bubber. Ooh, double. Ooh, look, bubber. So white women.
Ooh, look,
it could be,
For the,
you can have flaws, right?
yeah. Oh, okay.
But you strive, you work. That's part of this life,
That is-
man.
Yeah, this is true.
You're not going to struggle with that in the akhirah.
Yeah.
You struggle with that in this life. So that was part of Abu Dhar's struggle. And I got proof that he didn't want to be like that.
SubhanAllah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, man.
So yeah, people are going to be flawed. You're going to have some people, acting crazy, but the system addresses those folks.
In addition to what you're saying, two things. All the ayat from the Quran and the hadith that telling the Muslim how to behave a certain way, it's for us. That means we're going to do this mistake
Exactly.
and we have to avoid the mistake. Why would it be mentioned in the first place?
Yeah.
Because we make those mistakes,
And reveal to the best generation.
right? That's number one. Number two, this is something people like Jesse and all the so-called the non-Muslim and also the so-called intellectuals, they talk about all these feminism, LGBT, left-wing, right-wing, conservative, liberal, all this problem that happen in society is not because of so-called religion. You know what? It's because of this system itself. Your system of secularism and capitalism and democracy. That's why I'm saying the problem with this system. You know why? All these problems in the filth of society coming from there. It's not coming from the Muslims. About family structure, even in economy. Look at the capitalist system actually stealing the wealth from the poor nations. Then bringing it here. Then you live on their wealth. Then and you put them down, but you actually live from their resources.
Yeah, and even in America, living off of the poor.
Out of the poor. So all this problem of the society is coming from the same system. So why don't you go back and analyze it? Why are people behaving in a certain way?
Yeah.
Is it because of the ideology that we're living in? Is the ideology perfect? It's not perfect. It's a man-made. You see, they never question their own belief, but they question other belief.
Yeah. I told a Calvin one time. I said, he say, well, how do you know Quran is the truth? I said, we ain't gonna do that. I said, never have you studied where your Bible come from.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I can prove you haven't studied because you're still a Christian.
Yeah.
You still believe in the Bible, so you never study where it come from.
Yeah.
I say, study that, then come ask me about Quran.
Yeah.
I say, you ain't ready. You don't qualify.
And
And they say, brother, that's not dawah. Well, he crushed bones in my face. Anyway, let's catch up to the comments
Yeah.
before I get to the last one, which is to me, that was the big one.
The ice in the cake?
Yeah,
The kick in the ice?
That's the double in the bubble.
Is that the kick in the ice?
The cake in the cup.
The kick in the cup?
Yeah.
The
Monkey
chip,
do,
the
monkey
chip,
say?
the chip in the box.
Fake it till you
That's
make
it.
it.
Okay.
Well, Jawad said, this is why Islam is the best. We don't have an image of the creator.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that was when you were.
Okay.
Get on here.
All right. He hangs around with the white nationalist who enjoys black women. I don't get that. What is this? Let's see.
Hamza Din.
Hamza Din is the name of the
Yeah, Hamza
the
Din.
show,
Okay,
yeah.
Hamza's Din. Yeah,
What is that?
Hamza's Den. That's the name
The
of the show.
show.
Oh, okay.
That the guy was on.
JJ. Is Hitler and Stalin part of the love for everyone?
Exactly.
That's a good question. Love everyone, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Jawad said, this is the same thing with Ayan Hersi Ali. She don't know about the difference between Hadith and Quran.
She's trash.
And Amir said, the truth is not always nice.
But it's always true.
Right? It's always nice. Jawad said, Malcolm X while in prison read a lot about the white man narrative and how his own history was not there. They went everywhere to show enlightenment. What was the Dead Sea
So what about
Scrolls?
the Dead Sea Scrolls? Yeah.
They died. I heard they died.
Yeah, by the sea.
Yeah. It was by the sea.
Yeah.
I saw what happened to the chip, brother.
What did you do? Oh, you lost it?
I don't know.
Next show, where's the cheap?
What is a chip? Oh, you caught me there, brother Jawad.
It said that.
I said that the Bilal also rule over light-skinned people, or what you consider white. It is. I'm sorry.
Bilal
It is
also-
said that Bilal also ruled over light-skinned people, or what you would say consider white, or would you?
I don't know what that means. What that means?
By
What do you mean
rule,
by
what do
rule?
you? I'm really sorry, guys. That was an accident.
First a chip, and now
Yeah.
twice.
No.
No. First the menu.
The menu.
I'm forgiven.
Okay, the
I'm
menu.
forgiven. I forgot.
You can forgive, but not forget.
There we go. Okay. I forgive you, but I will never forget.
So Jawad said it's said
Mm.
that Bilal also ruled over light-skinned people.
Did he?
Or what?
It's said.
Yeah. Or
Who
what?
is it?
Yeah.
And did he take a position of leadership at some point in?
Maybe it was like
I heard. Was it a governor or something?
Allah, I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I remember something. I remember some position other than Mueddin.
Okay.
Yeah, but Allahu Alam.
Okay, so or what you would consider white.
Yeah.
Abdul Rahim, Alhamdulillah.
Jeeves, brothers, Jeeves.
Alhamdulillah.
Salaam alaikum, akhi.
Subhanallah. Okay, our brother
Nice.
Abdul Rahim.
Salaam alaikum.
Inshallah, you're gonna be in our show next weekend. Inshallah, right? As a
Inshallah.
guest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soon, inshallah.
Inshallah.
But Abdul Rahim, Jeffrey. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I did watch the interview. I have to admit
Mashallah.
that it was painful to watch.
Yeah.
Brother Eddie was definitely not ready to deal with this guy.
you know, Jesse Lee, he could be a handful. You know, he could be hard to handle. Sometimes.
No, but see,
if you're not like, I'm wondering if Eddie like watched some of his videos
He did,
to see
he did.
his tactics.
No, he did.
he?
He did.
Because with that being said, I would think that his approach would be just a little
no,
less
no.
interfaith.
Jesse is soft-spoken and he's measured.
Yeah, dude, he doesn't.
He's soft-spoken and
Go
measured. That's why
high.
Eddie did not expect. He did not expect it.
The
That's why
questions-
you have to be, again, a counselor, a clinical psychologist, anybody, right?
Yeah.
A psychiatrist, period. If the client is here, they stay here.
Yeah.
They want to bring the room back down. They started here, then they started doing this,
And you
Eddie got on 10, and Jesse stayed right here.
He'll start saying, "Don't get angry."
Now,
And then not if you're not even
Here's an
actually
example.
angry and you're just frustrated. If someone says, "Why are you angry?" It's gonna make you go.
Here's an
even
example.
higher,
Here's
man.
an
Like,
example.
my personal
I
experience.
told my son, Akil, right? I
Yeah.
told him, I said, Russia attacked Ukraine.
Mhm.
Ukraine is not a small country, but Russia's bigger. I said, who's the bad guy? He said, Russia. I said, now look at this scenario. I say, a woman hits a man, and the man hit her right back, right?
Mhm.
I said, who's the bad guy? He said, the man. I said, you sound like your mama. You sound just like your mama. I said, how about don't hit nobody
Right.
if you don't expect an equal and opposite reaction?
Exactly.
How
I
about
agree.
that?
I
How
agree.
about don't hit, if Ukraine didn't want Russia to come in, how about you stop? Stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
How about you stop?
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
100% with that.
Because how many people like Highway Ricky Ross, the real Rick Ross, not the fat, the fat one. Yeah. Highway Ricky Ross, the actual one who was trained by the guy from South America. Well, actually funded by the guy from South America who got the money from the CIA to open up crack houses in California and was making over $1 million a week. You know what I'm saying? So that guy who went to court and thought he was untouchable because he worked for the CIA. None of them showed up in court except to testify against him. You understand? And his lawyer told him, dude, don't even say it. They're gonna get you for something else.
Yeah.
Don't say it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it works. When America or the West or the Kufar period finish playing with you, they break your toys.
Yeah.
They break their toys. And this is what happened. Ukraine thought that they would testify in court for them.
Yeah.
You know, and they're not NATO's not doing what Ukraine wants
Well,
them
not
to do.
just that. America actually helped
Yeah.
for this so-called
Oh.
Canadian actor to be in the position. America put them in power.
Yeah. Neo-Nazis.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Actually overturned a democratically elected government.
The one that you all
And
preach about.
they superimposed this one on
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
And everybody's talking about democracy and
It's
Yeah,
all
right,
fake. It doesn't
yeah,
exist.
right,
Just
yeah.
just for the common people that don't understand, to make you feel like it works, but it doesn't, because the one who rules it don't actually follow it, right? But I was wondering, did Brother Eddie went to any other non-Muslim show? Was this the first one? Because I was surprised that he was in this show.
that's a
Actually,
good
Yeah,
point.
it's kind of. How was it? I didn't expect this.
like, why would you pick
Yeah.
this one? Like,
Jawad, go to YouTube after this. Go to YouTube, search Jesse Peterson
actually, let me post it for him.
and Dean Show or
Jesse Peterson Dean show.
type Jesse Peterson Dean Show. It's gonna be the first video pops up.
I'll post it for you right now in the comment section. 1 second.
Inshallah. So the last thing, right? Here's the last thing. Jesse said, I find this to be genius.
Before you go, the actual video was actually for 2 hours.
Okay.
He just had him come and probably leave, I guess.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
wanna check.
yeah.
I'm gonna show
Because
that.
He has a whole show.
he has a whole show.
Yeah.
So Eddie's part is what we're concerned about.
Yeah.
The other stuff is
I'm gonna
sound slow.
Joe,
Anyway,
I'm gonna tag you.
So here's the issue. Jesse Peterson said, "I've never met a good Muslim." I've never met a good Muslim. And Eddie said,
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. I
"You gotta-
remember. Yeah.
you can't,
No.
Yeah.
can't."
Yeah.
He said, "What about Muhammad Ali?
He said he's not a good person.
He wasn't a good Muslim." Jesse said he wasn't a good Muslim. I was surprised he didn't say beta, but he said he wasn't a good Muslim. He said, "What do you mean he wasn't a good Muslim? Everybody around the world respects and loves Muhammad Ali."
Is that what it means to be a good Muslim, though?
Well, you're not supposed to.
There we go.
Did you know that boxing is not allowed in Islam?
Yeah, he actually famous for. He's famous for haram.
What is a good Muslim? Let's define
Yeah,
that.
Rasulullah
you know?
sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
That is the issue. I would say you never
you
met
don't
a
know
you-
Islam,
I would have
how
said you
can
never
you
met a good
identify a
Muslim,
good
right?
Muslim?
He said I never met a good Muslim. I would have said, why would you say that? Have you met Muslims? So, yeah. So how many Muslims have you met?
Mm-hmm.
And why would you say they're not good Muslims? What? Okay, now I need you to, which I could have threw in the front of it, explain to me what is a good Muslim.
Yeah, what are you grading it by?
Exactly.
What are
No,
you grading it
I don't have to
by?
explain a good Muslim. I need you, Mr. Jesse, to explain what is a good Muslim.
Yeah, because he needs
He
the
put
burden
the-
of proof is on him.
But
Exactly.
a good Muslim is better. Anyway, so like you explain what a good Muslim is, so I can know why you're measuring
Yeah.
the way you're measuring.
Yeah.
What you surmise, I need to know what is the root of that.
And
so
he also did see. He said met. You know, did Jesse meet?
Well, I
Muhammad
mean, I
Ali,
think-
or
I think
does
that's
he know? You know,
No, he just
no,
said
but
meant-
he meant there's no good Muslim.
Yeah,
no,
That's what he
it
meant.
was just his term.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
but he hasn't met you yet. So, so that'll
So the point is that this man, after this, toward the end, say, I've never
Yeah.
met a good Muslim.
That's like,
You know what he was telling Eddie? You're not a good Muslim.
yeah.
Now, of course, we don't say we're good Muslims. We don't say it ourselves.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But how can a filthy, no istinja, maggots between the butt cheek kafir tell us, you know what I'm saying?
That was too
Yeah.
graphic.
You know, when he dies, the first place flies are going to show up is around his butt. You know what I'm saying?
So nasty.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so he going to say, what is a good Muslim?
Yeah,
Like-
I never met a good Muslim.
Yeah.
Like that's
First he said, he started on the front end, Christianity's the best. Why don't you be a Christian? It's the best.
and you're white. Why aren't you Christian?
Yeah, why-
That was funny.
And
That
on the
pissed me-
end,
I know, but it was
on
funny.
the end, I've never met a good Muslim. Christianity's the best. I never met a good Muslim. In between was called Eddie meat.
Mm-hmm.
That sandwich. Here's the top bread. Here's the bottom bread. Eddie meat.
That's big sus.
Yeah, that's it. You know. So again, it's not a criticism of the brother.
No.
No,
It's more about
the
a
method.
da'i controls the room. A da'i controls the method. When a da'i finds himself or the situation out of control, he kindly removes himself. And you have to do it before they call time.
Yeah.
You have to do it before they call time because they're still masters of time now.
And at the same time, it doesn't mean you're defeated.
no.
It's not about winning. It's not about defeating.
you
But you just gotta
retreat,
be,
know,
like you were saying, at the
strategic.
right time. Khalas, there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that because now the damage is done.
You gotta know when to retreat from battle.
So I give this example all the time. An ideological Muslim agreed to go to interfaith. We handle it different. That's why every time they have an interfaith here, they never invite me. I never get invited. Wallahi, I never get invited.
Wait, they do interfaith here?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, yeah. I actually. picked
Hey,
up- yeah.
if you go to the interfaith,
Mastodons.
look, don't walk in, just put your ear by the door.
Come on, man. Hey, man, come on, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Come
Oh,
on, come on.
oh,
hey,
Christian.
hey, come on. We got sisters, man. Come on, man.
No, there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on.
Okay.
I'm not just saying they're having fun.
Oh.
Close your eyes.
They're having fun. So that's what you'll hear at the interfaith. Okay, so they have the interfaith, right? An ideological Muslim attended the interfaith. He was sitting down, and the first person to walk up to the dais was a Christian. He said, "Oh, sir, excuse me. Come on. He said, have a seat. Have a seat." The Christian sat down. He got up on the dais. He says, "The reason I'm here and you're there because your God prays to my God."
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Your God prays to my God. You don't take this position. This is where I should be.
Wow.
You know, it's 100%.
Hey, that stole the room.
Yep.
Now the other interfaiths, the certain brother, you know, he may Allah forgive him. I heard he passed away. May Allah forgive him.
I mean,
But he used to have a beautiful adhan. It's not always Arabic, but it was adhan. It was like, ooh, I'm like, it's not Arabic. Anyway, so what happened was he would give the adhan, and
The
Hindus, Buddhists, Jews, Jainists, everybody walked in.
Janus.
Don't even,
Warathuddin followers, Muslims.
you set him up for that, and he didn't even go for it. All right.
Y'all catch that?
This guy. He's like
I say
that's some
Warathuddin
power.
followers, Muslims.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so
Okay, I got that.
yeah.
anyway, so they all walked in on the adhan. They said, the Warathuddin followers said that was an accomplishment. All religions walked in on the adhan.
Okay.
Who is the adhan for?
For
Who does
Muslims,
the
man.
adhan notify the time for salat is now? It is
Muslims.
believers.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just
إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. The believers, only those that believe in Allah and His Messenger. Not those that believe Allah, His Messenger, in a big phallus with a bunch of rat poop on it. You know?
I mean, did somebody say something
Not
like
believing of most.
it, baby.
Somebody said that, baby?
Anyway, so they saw that as an accomplishment. When Sirhan Siraj al-Hajj led the Congress in dua before they decided to kill Muslims, before they decided about to
You know what
legislate
Sarhan means?
to legislate about other than what Allah Ta'ala revealed, he led them in dua. Oh Allah, please help them make up stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
Help them kill Muslims. Make their bombs go boom. You know,
I mean,
whatever.
He didn't,
I don't know the
he didn't
dua.
say that, but he just.
It was close. It was close. Okay. Because you're making dua for kafirs, bro, to legislate about what other than what Allah Ta'ala revealed. You're making dua for people that are about to pass rules and laws about the next country they're going to target, which is more likely a Muslim country, right? That's what you're making dua. And they say this was the highest achievement
Bruh.
for him. That's his highest. For Muslims, where they say in Muslims America, that was the highest achievement. So the problem, when you're non-ideological, you're not going to promote Islam on this level. You're not. You're going to promote it as a religion, and the people with religion are going to defeat you because you're playing with their weapons.
Yeah.
Playing by their rules, by their weapons.
Yeah.
And guess what?
And that's why we use their Bible a lot.
and you're
Their
outnumbered.
paradigm.
And you're outnumbered.
And,
Yeah.
and guess what? This
And you're outnumbered.
This Almaniya Demokratiya Rasmali system actually will allow you to continue in this phase, in this way of doing things. You know, Nasrani versus Muslim. They let you.
Yeah.
When they say that, oh, in this country you have a free religion, right? Yeah, to a certain point. That's it. But not when you try to do a comparison between Islam and Rasmaliya and Almaniya and man-made law. You cannot talk about this stuff. You talk about this stuff, they're probably gonna put you in jail,
Yeah.
right? And that is the problem because we are so focused on. Actually, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Muslims are like evangelicals
Some they're pushing for it.
What do you mean by that?
because the
Evangelicals-
evangelical Christian group, they always promote. What is it? What is it with that word?
Proselytizing.
Proselytizing. They always just numbers. We just
Oh, yeah.
Christianize, right?
Well, that it's for the money though. But
Hey, even to the point, a certain denomination of Christians, if you think I'm lying, do your research. They had a thing called fishy flirting. They had these beautiful women, all white,
Mhm.
will walk up to you and say, hey, would you like to come to our church? If you do, I'll...
Ooh, yeah.
Now, date,
Pretty woman.
yeah, very pretty. Date has two connotations. Date means to go out to eat, watch a movie maybe, right? Date also means jimat, sex.
Yeah.
Zina in this case, right? That's what it means, date.
Yeah.
So they would date somebody and it was called fishy flirting. They would use their badus for bejesus.
Wow.
Ooh,
Hey, look,
yeah.
come to Jesus.
don't go there.
Anyway, so Muslims are becoming like them because they
Eat your chips.
trying to put numbers. We already have like 2 billion Muslims on this planet. They want to add more numbers.
If you come to my church.
Yeah, like so. But if you get a date, so it's like. Say
If
if
you come to Bible study.
say if it's the first outcome, right?
hey, look,
So
look,
I gotta
look.
pay for the date.
Hey, if they,
You know
they
what I
said
mean?
they're
Like-
white, right? So they're white, right?
Think about
If
it.
you
They
come
gotta-
out to
the
eat.
guy- the guy
Oh,
has
that's straight.
You said they're white, right?
That's a reach. That's a reach.
You said they're white, brother. I'm down.
But you should have enough of white women.
Hey, indeed. You think I'm going to tell you?
Did you say? Did you say indeed?
Yeah.
Indeed.
You think I'm going to tell you?
Anyway, so that's basically the gist of it. Not criticizing the brother, but
We love their brother.
Oh, for
this
sure.
this is a lesson for anyone that finds himself in that situation. Some of the best fighters were in an arm bar and had to
What
decide
kind of drinks do they serve at
whether or not
the armbar?
I'm going to go home to my baby girl and pick up one arm for like a couple of months. Or I'm going to tap out and wait for the next fight. Sometimes you got to tap out. Especially
Yeah,
when
put
you're
that
not
pride
in
aside.
control. They got you in that Kimura. They got you in that arm bar. They got you in that leg lock. That they about to snap your limbs
You know,
right
it's
at
a
the
game.
joint.
Mashallah,
Tap
I'm
out.
impressed.
Tap out and fight another day.
Mashallah, he did his
Hey, you know
homework.
what? You know what, Eddie? Okay. I mean, Jesse. Excuse me. You know what, Jesse? Okay. You know, this is not. You know, but I tell you what. I would like to have you on my show. You know what I'm saying?
You said that?
No.
No,
After that-
we're
Yeah,
calling
yeah.
it now.
After time is gone.
Jesse's people would look. I'm not a gambling man, but
I hope not.
I would say Jesse's people, his camp would say, "Now, don't do that. Don't do that." I think
You
it's
got
camp.
your-
So
But
what was
you
the
got-
purpose of the entire show? Or the entire?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to go back.
Debate, you know?
There's a 2 hour.
Jesse saw a white man that was a Muslim, and he said, "I'm finna tear him limb for limb."
I think that's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
it.
Jesse
Yeah.
does.
I'm finna
Look,
tear,
look,
I'm finna
look,
tear him limb for
look,
limb.
listen.
He tries to bring his guests on in order to break them down like that. That's his whole.
The show was on February, 21st?
Really?
Mm.
It's been up for a minute.
It's called Happy President's Day guest. So there's Eddie from the Dean Show. It's a 2 hours. Actually, it's almost 3 hours.
Eddie's part was.
Yeah,
45 minutes.
He had different guests. Yeah, so
No, at first, that's the one you shared, right?
yeah, that's only that.
Okay.
clip, yeah.
Well, that's the one you should
Yeah,
put.
the
in link.
original show is actually almost 3 hours.
Just put the Eddie one in the link because I wouldn't.
That's what I put.
Okay.
What I'm saying that the original show was more than that.
Okay.
It's called Tyranny, just a stone toss away. Guest here with Zubik. So he talked about Canada. He talked about a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
And Brother Eddie was in a segment. It's 3 hours almost. So we only cut the 40 minutes. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So Jawad said that, Akhi, you sure they were women? I'm just saying.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were.
I didn't think about that one for a
They
second.
were. Yeah, they were. Fishy flirting. Look it up. Don't get involved in it.
Yeah. Jawad said you addressed this in a previous episode about needing quality Muslims and not quantity.
Actually, we've talked about it several times.
Or the Muslim who in the clubs.
Like the bubbles, like the bubbles on the froth.
Yeah, the foam
at the edge of the tide. The
Yep.
froth is weak. Why hand? So anyway, that's all that I have. Anything else on the subject?
I guess that's about it. That, like you were saying, you're emphasizing that we have to go back and study our deen again. We have to understand that Islam is not just a mere religion. We need to stop doing this Muslim versus Christian only. We got again, when we understand our deen, the proper way, it's a very dangerous. It's a matter of life and death. Why? Because if you're only not afraid of everybody except Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, what is it?
He's going to chips.
doing the most.
Oh, so because what's going to happen once you find out that Islam is a complete way of life. Look, we have to mean it. What's up with these guys? One is making noise, the other one's like laughing.
I'm sorry.
What's up with these people, man?
I don't.
Young boys,
Young boy.
young boys, so disrespectful.
Young boy.
Please, Jiddi, go ahead.
Thank you. Beta! And so the point is, once you realize that when we say Islam is a complete way of life, we have to mean it. Okay? So when you speak the haqq, guess what's going to happen? You have to speak the haqq against the oppressive rulers as well. I'm not talking about the Western rulers, even the Muslim rulers.
Yeah.
So if you're up to it, you got to speak it up, because once you know that if we present Islam as a solution, that's not enough. You have to work towards it. So when you see some brothers, some dua that are working towards, reestablishing Islam, if you don't want to be part of it, at least don't prevent them. Allow them, or
Don't
have
be
them.
an obstacle.
Don't be an obstacle.
Don't be beta.
Don't be beta. Don't be an obstacle. Allow them, invite them, have a conversation. But that's the core element of the deen. If the deen is not implemented as a whole system, that's why we have all this problem. Because remember that, for example, this one brother mentioned about when Brother Daniel was talking to that feminist or whatever, going back and forth. See, the main issue is not feminism only. The main issue, the Islamic way of life or the Islamic social system don't exist nowadays in its full capacity. The economic of Islamic system doesn't exist. The siyasa of Islam doesn't exist. So when the head of the body doesn't exist, what are y'all gonna do? Going back and forth, just trying to put a band-aid here, band-aid there, band-aid. It's not gonna solve it.
It's like when you cut the head off a chicken,
That's it.
start running around aimlessly.
There you go. We're all gonna be
That's what it is,
aimlessly,
bruh.
and it's gonna get worse. I'm telling you this. I wish to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala I'm wrong, but I'm telling you I observe a lot. Okay, from young age until now, It's not getting better.
Yeah.
It is not getting better. I'm telling you, it is. Wallahi, it is not getting better. It's getting worse and worse, and it will get worse. Okay, and it will get worse until we realize that we need to work, one, to establish this deen, okay, and two, if you don't understand it that way, get with the brothers that understand this concept. Sit with them, or help them. Okay, if you don't want to help them, like Amir was saying, don't be an obstacle, and stop removing those chip bags and menus and hiding on the side.
Yeah, like who does that?
Who does that?
So that's a lot to remind myself and everybody else.
So anyway,
Leave the chips on the table.
Yes.
we have
gotta-
addressed that. What's wrong with this dude, man? What's wrong with him? Anyway,
After this, we're gonna have to start. What is the khayzaran? What is the khayzaran? Did you bring it with you?
No, that's.
We're gonna go.
It fell off the top.
The car. It fell off of the car, right?
I don't know.
Who told you this? Were you there?
Naughty.
Naughty, right?
Nah, but hey, no, that guy, man. All right.
where we at now?
Shaking my Muslim head.
Okay, shaking the Muslim head. Which one was it?
I don't remember which one was it.
I forgot.
Come on, it was.
So anyway, I have one. What
was it?
The Daniel
No, it wasn't that one.
episode with the feminist.
No, it wasn't that. Was
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Was that? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Was it? Okay, well, Daniel sat with the feminist.
Hijabi Muslim.
Brother Daniel.
Yeah, he sat with the feminist, and she was her pre-show intentions, because she revealed them, was to prove that Daniel was from some deviant group, some group that that's created by the Pentagon, whatever.
Bro.
Oh yeah,
Is that
That's fact.
Is that pen T
Gone.
gone?
Anyway, so what happened is that
Panty
she said,
gone.
"I'm going to prove that he's part of this deviant group and this bad group and this wanted group and this Guantanamo Bay type group. I'm gonna prove that he's, that was her thing, right?
Oh man.
She was insulting pre-show.
Who's to say the president of Guantanamo are innocent?
No, but go on.
That's not- you know what I'm saying?
They all
Like,
innocent.
okay.
They all innocent.
Yeah, actually, all of them.
Actually, every single one. Anyway, so
Allah,
the point is that she got on the show
Okay.
and she was really, really insulting.
Subhanallah. Brother Dan, mashallah,
She called him a liar,
Mm.
which for Muslims say you cannot be a believer and a liar.
Yeah.
You cannot. Okay. She called him a liar. She called him
He insulted him and even he made kind of like a,
Daesh. Called him ISIS. Called him
even talk about his wife too.
yeah.
not even nice way. I'm like,
It just and then she says, he quoted some statistics. She says, "Why are you quoting the kuffar?
statistics.
Why? Who cares about the kuffar?" It's the same woman that says you shouldn't use the term kuffar.
Yeah.
Same woman.
I haven't seen this one.
You shouldn't use the term kuffar, yet she's criticizing him for quoting statistics.
Does she claim to herself to be a feminist?
No, she claimed
You
that
don't
she's
have
not.
to. You don't have to.
She claimed that she's not. But I
But her ideas-
I saw an animal that walked like a duck,
Mhm.
Quack like a duck,
sound like a duck,
swam like
even
a duck.
look like a duck. I didn't give it the courtesy of asking, was it a duck?
Yeah.
I just asked I asked was it a duck?
You assumed if it was.
Yeah, I asked him. Yeah. Assumed.
Oh.
Anyway, so that's what I did
I assume that.
because it had all of the
Yeah.
trappings, all of the fixings of a duck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't bother to ask the duck-ish thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So the point is that this wasn't similar to the Eddie situation. It wasn't. The brother Eddie situation. It wasn't similar because she started insulting,
Yeah.
she ended insulting,
Yeah.
and she was insulting all in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All in the middle she was
But
insulting.
Danny, mashallah, it was, alhamdulillah.
He kept his cool,
Yeah.
but my only negative critique is at the end.
That was the best part. I liked it.
I laughed.
Oh, man.
He started posting pictures of cat toys. Said, "You're gonna need these."
You know why? You know why?
No, but no man is gonna marry
Okay,
her.
okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
if he does, but if he does marry her, he's doing it Probably for the Falus.
Yeah, you know why? Because what happened? Because at the end of the
The
show,
Falus is?
And the
money. At the end of the show, she's not supposed to talk over. She kept talking and talking. You know what? He said, "Khalas, I'm gonna end this, but let me leave it with a little bit of some
Little bit.
spice."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I
Yeah, like if you look at the whole show, you can't blame him.
Yeah.
What he did was nowhere near what she did in her insults and her innuendos and
I like the last
accusations
part, the
and
cat
stuff
one.
like that. So I like it, but the brothers, the ideological brothers said he should have stayed.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like on Seinfeld, leaving on a high note.
Yeah.
George Costanza walks in, he tells a joke, everybody just busts out laughing. Then he tells a follow-up joke and nobody laughs. He said, "What happened here?" Jerry said, "You got to leave on a high note." So George walk in the room, tell a good joke. He said, "I'm out." He leaves because he want to leave on a high note. You know what I'm saying? Like Tim Duncan did, like David Robinson did. You know, people leave on high notes, like Peyton Manning did, right? Leave on high notes, like Brady should have done last year. You know, leave on a high note, and he didn't leave on a high note. He kind of gave it back to a little bit. I liked it, but in the grand scheme of things, knowing our brother Daniel, loving our brother Daniel, we wanted him to stay.
Yeah. And he's human.
Stay dominant.
Yeah.
He threw a shadow over her, and I posted the meme. That
Oh, he took your meme, man.
moment when you attend your own janazah.
Yeah, he was
Your own intellectual janazah.
Actually, I say he was cracking.
yeah.
You know, you saw when he was
Yeah.
live. He was looking at the phone. That was
But
he
she
slid.
attended her own intellectual janazah. She
Yeah.
got destroyed.
Yeah.
Every point she made.
Yeah.
I don't know what that boy studied, but
Daniel?
he
Sharp.
Harvard, yeah.
yeah, no, not where.
Yeah.
I'm saying what.
Yeah.
He knew every point she was gonna make, and he had a counter for it. It's almost as if he had a bunch of monkeys on computers.
Haram, babe.
Now, it seemed like he had a team of monkeys.
But that's strong,
right?
mashallah. Yeah.
Just okay. We got it. We know, like he had he annihilated her. You know. Well, that's a man here. What you gonna argue with men?
She started to play that thing.
Don't argue with men
Yeah.
if you're gonna complain that he's a man. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
And she wasn't even listening to anything he was saying. Same thing, like the opposite. He's stating fact, and she's going back to different things. And he's saying, "I'm not disagreeing with what the woman did in the
Said
past."
she studied him for a year. That's what she said.
Yeah,
I studied you for a year.
Yeah. Yeah, he did it like what?
Pardon me.
Yeah. He did like what? Like,
I know this.
Yeah, but the thing is, she's not listening. Just like she's just spitting, not listening. And Dad said, "I'm not disagreeing with the woman did in the past. You still like trying to." It was anyway. Alhamdulillah, at least he did it just so people can see the difference.
But here's the shaking with some head part. This man has a wife.
Yeah.
He has a family.
That's yeah.
You can't
kid.
just throw out accusations that these people pay money for. They pay money.
In Facebook, she even put the name.
Yeah.
Like he's part of.
Yes, I read that crap.
Accused them.
She's a Muslim, right?
Yes. And Daniel told him, like, look, the accusation that you're putting.
She's
will
more
put
than
in my
Muslim. She's
family-
Pakistani.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know if Pakistan of Allah Alam, but the point is, she is okay. Daniel was
You
telling her.
didn't know.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know, but Daniel was telling her that you're gonna put my family in trouble.
Yeah.
And she's insisting. Yes, you are. I have a proof. I'm like, Ya Allah, with this person, man.
Yeah. She just, bruh, they asked me, they said,
And she has the nerve to call him a liar.
Yeah.
This is honestly, they asked me, they said, if someone came to your community and was espousing this terroristic talk, planning to do something, would you call us? I said, no. I said, why not? I said, my first duty to a Muslim is to correct them and tell them what they're doing is idiotic, so on and so forth. Well, what if he comes and starts to influence young people into No, I ain't gonna do that. Anyway, so
yeah.
he said, what if he comes and starts influencing young people and all this kind of stuff like that? He said, what would you say then? I say, I would tell him, it's still on there?
A little bit, man.
It's a lot, man.
It's right here in your
On the
eyebrow.
top, on the back, on the side, on the bottom. Go on the bottom a little bit. On the side, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 2
2
o'clock.
o'clock, man.
Ooh yeah.
I know you're
Anyway,
good.
I said I would tell them, and the agent name was Trey.
Okay.
I say I would tell them to exit my masjid and tell Trey I said hi. And this guy, FBI, said, F you. That's what he told me.
Mm-hmm.
But he understood what you
He told me,
meant.
you know, yeah, dude, nobody comes to our masjid, first of all, talking like that.
Right.
You know, nobody comes here talking like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they did, you sent them.
Yep.
And guess what? Muslim accept anybody.
I told them, we Muslims don't have dialogue like that. If you look at the first World Trade Center bombing, and even the second one, the first one, they supplied the U-Haul truck. They supplied the bomb.
There was
They
actually
supplied everything.
there was a documentary
All they
about
needed
it, too.
some Muslims to say, good idea. You know what I'm saying? They supplied everything.
Yeah.
January 6th. They supplied
Oh,
everything.
yes.
All of the rebel. I think they the ones that did this on the walls. I think they the ones that did that. You know, I mean, I think they brought the nooses.
Yeah.
You know, the gallows. I think they brought all. I think they the ones did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the September 11th, I said first September 11th. Anyway, the first September 11th, 2001. Who gave these people the coordinates for those buildings? You know they had remote control planes back then. But besides that point, you need
Was the plane
coordinates to
even
fly
there?
into a building. How many planes have went toward the runway, had to go back, taxi back, and hit it again because you need coordinates. The building has coordinates. It's not like driving a car.
Yeah.
Too much went wrong. Thousands of camera footage about the Pentagon. What do we see? We see a missile. We see actually a Stinger missile. It's like the one they shoot the surface to air. It's actually like a Stinger missile. That's all you see. They released one thing and said it was a plane. Bro, I'm gonna curse Kafirs out, man. You stupid. That's not a plane, man.
Calm down, calm.
That's not a plane. It's clearly a missile. I mean, it's just, and then all the witnesses come out. We saw a plane.
Mm-hmm.
And the engineers for 9/11 Truth and the pilots for 9/11 Truth said, what plane turns like that? No plane does that. Because technically they say if the plane came from this area and at the highway the plane turned and went toward the Pentagon. They say first it hit the building direct. They change it. No, it hit the earth first. The earth was not scorched. And the building had a hole. No signs of wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, typically if you want to hit something, you go like this.
But I'm saying you need
From the sky,
coordinates.
if you go
The
like this.
Pentagon is the most secure building in the United States.
Yeah.
They have surface to air missiles. Them suckers come
Yeah.
precise, laser guided. You don't get that close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
The
anyway,
system's down
with
a little
all
bit.
that being said, right? She makes a statement that makes the kuffar wet with excitement. This guy is this much. They don't want to talk to him, first of all, because he's going to reveal stuff like this and educate the public beyond their level of education now, right?
Yeah.
Something relevant, right?
She gives them ammunition to use against us.
The fact that she said it,
Yeah.
how much hate do you have to have for a Muslim? Why do you even go on his show? You know what I'm saying?
Then say stuff
She,
like
she sincerely hates this man.
not just that. And then she said, "We are brothers in Islam," or brother.
Yeah, she look like a brother
What
in
kind of?
Islam.
What kind of? No, actually, that's like narcissistic behavior.
She looked like a brother in Islam. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, but
I
that's
don't know
like,
what she looks
no, but that's like narcissism. Like you try to act like nice, but yet it's like very like like a psychopath.
Man, I mean, look.
It's numbers. It's a numbers game. That's all it is.
For you Muslims that hate the Haqq
Yeah.
and are willing to turn brothers in, turn brothers, not turn brothers in,
That's
to
right.
launch slander.
There you
Yeah,
go.
slander. Yeah.
Something Allah Ta'ala say is worse than backbiting. Backbiting is like eating the flesh of your dead brother,
Yeah.
right? Your dead brother. Not when they live and juicy like like this brother. but eat the flesh of your dead brother.
Yeah.
Muhammad SAW said slander is worse than backbiting.
Yeah.
So again, you have that much hatred for another Muslim, yet you call yourself Muslim?
Boss.
Take off hijab, go to a Pakistani club and shake your flat. Anyway, For people like that to have that much hatred for the truth, we're shaking our Muslim head.
What are you guys laughing at?
There's a sus moment.
Huh?
There's a sus moment in the pod, bro. I'm not gonna. There's a sus moment in the pod.
What is it?
We missed it. I don't know. What happened?
You gotta see it from the camera's angle.
Yeah, dude.
What is a sus moment?
Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
What is he doing?
What are you doing? Huh?
You guys gotta see.
No. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch the podcast as we do the podcast.
What happened?
When you said eat the flesh of your juicy brother, I went to bite his leg.
Play it.
You know?
Play the damn thing.
This guy is nasty, man. This guy, though.
Me?
Look.
Sus, bro.
This guy's, man.
Sus.
You guys.
Sus,
Look,
bro.
man, look. I'm not here right now.
Look, Khaizaran.
I am not.
Right there.
Sorry.
I am not
In
here
the
right
corner.
now.
Both of you in the corner.
sorry.
Both of you in the corner. Wallahi.
I'm sorry.
This is too much, man.
I'm not here right now, man.
Man.
I'm not here right now.
I'm gonna.
And guess what? Obama killed so many
facts.
of the Pakistani people.
Yeah. Oh, but the Muslim voted for him.
He killed so many of the Pakistani people. And this woman wants to put our brother who has a family and a wife and in harm's way.
May Allah protect him and
I
his family.
have words for her that I'm gonna hold right now.
It's diabolical, man.
May Allah protect him and his family, you know.
Yeah, may Allah protect them, man, because this is trashy, man. This is so trashy. Anyhow,
You know, not a single, even a kafir guest on his show did not even act like that with him.
of course.
Can you believe that?
Of course. But she's a PhD.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a PhD.
Yeah, she had that same energy. She had the same energy.
You know what, Jawad?
She's a pud.
Pothead, right? So Jawad said here, oh, you're right. So you come from. He said, yeah, the biryani is strong there. Okay. At least not a dumpster one.
The biryani is strong with this what it is.
Yes. Then he said, Jawad said that he asked her if she was married. That was so funny.
Yeah. No, I will soon be. I will soon be beaten.
Actually, you look at the profile. Her Islam was Salafiyya, Democratic Party, and she's interested in men. Let's not talk about her anyway. Just anyway, Jawad said she needs to read about Gitmo and Abu Gharib. Look what they did there.
Yeah.
You forgot about the Pentagon statement.
What was this? They left.
Yeah, Allahu Akbar. But for that, we have to shake our Muslim head.
Second time.
That deserves 2 shakes.
Yeah, and by the way, the amazing
2
listeners,
shakes and a wiggle.
amazing listeners, if y'all can do us a favor, if y'all benefited from this show, comment, agree, disagree, share, like.
Even though these two,
I'm sorry, guys.
even though these two are highly inappropriate.
They don't know what we're talking about.
Look, he's still laughing. He's still laughing, man.
Highly inappropriate.
Look at him.
Highly inappropriate.
Should we bring back the
No. Please.
the high five?
No, I don't.
The high five.
Turn around,
the
John.
chair. The chair.
Look.
The chair. We
I
don't
don't
need
need
the highlights, bro.
I don't need that trauma.
Oh, he's trying to point fingers.
No, please.
He's trying to point fingers.
Oh my God. Man.
He's trying to point fingers. Pause.
La hawla wa quwwata billah. These guys. You see what you have to deal with.
Anyway, this has been
Before
Amo Yum Yum.
before you end it.
Oh, I got
What's
it.
the topic tomorrow?
Ya Allah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fear and something else.
Danger something?
Yeah.
Danger?
No, fear and something. Fear and double bubble. No, got it right there. Fear and anger.
Oh, anger.
The best modern day vetting tools. Fear and anger. The best modern day
Oh, but with the black
vetting
mind?
tools. Now, I don't know if Black Mind has not yet agreed to come on. Let me see. Did he? Let me see. Remember, I'm putting him on blast. Watch this. This is Black Mind.
What is it? No sound? It's not playing.
Can't hear it.
Fear, anger, and
Okay,
pain.
Hold on.
And pain.
No, we'll speak on it.
I'm gonna play it.
Here we go.
Assalamu alaikum. I just got up and saw this. Actually, this here week, I don't have to go into work. So And I could probably do it one day this week. Now, what I'm wondering though is it the Dean show that you're talking about, or is Fear and Anger going to be another one for next week?
He has a good show, a
Yeah.
good voice for
Yeah,
like
yeah,
radio.
radio
or,
show.
That's what he does. He does a show.
like, mashallah.
He does a
man,
show
like,
called Black Mind.
Yeah, he sound like a alpha.
But
Yeah.
not
He got
now,
the reverb in the back. Like, he sound like,
yeah. Anyway, I mean, okay, here we go.
mashallah. Assalamu alaikum to brother.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's actually for tomorrow's episode of Exactly.
7
Fear
p.m.
and Anger, the best modern day betting tools. Has nothing to do with Brother Eddie, anything like that. So I plan to do it again, 7 p.m. our time, but I'll change it to 8, 9, whatever you need in order to be up and finish with Fajr, or we can start at a certain time and finish before the Fajr, your time. So either way, let me know if you can make it tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. If not, I can catch you on another one. But I appreciate you either way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This has been.
This has been Sorry Ma'am. I mean,
Wrong man. I'm a yum yum. The truth came out. He's
This has
exposed.
been.
He's exposed now.
This
What?
has been.
What's his name?
Vicariously.
Say if anybody wants to come to the podcast,
Jabril.
Amir will date you.
Oh man, that's so wrong. That is so wrong, man. That is so wrong.
It's called Double Dawa.
You're getting back at them right now.
Instead of fishy flirt, it's Double Dawa. Anyway, this has been Amo Yum Yum for Amo Yum Yum the podcast. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Listen to it, baby.
Man, close it out, man. Don't be doing that.
I leave it open, man.
No, you're
Go
trying
to the table.
to